Hey, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. We are back. We are back. Yeah, I kind of wasn't on, right? Supposed to be on last night, and then various things meant that I couldn't be. And, yeah, we're back doing some PvP stuff today. I'm just opening a few things. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, and then we should be ready. We'll be all ready. Ross Adam Average, yo. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. Too much stuff on my desk, to be honest. Need a bit of a reorganizing here, but it takes time, right? It takes time. So, yeah, what have I been up to? Been carrying on with a few bits of arena stuff here and there, but I haven't actually put any time into the base game since, like, Thursday or something. Doing some new video stuff, though. Making something about the 308. Do it tomorrow. Yeah, it's always tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'm looking at the AK-308 right now. That's the one I'm looking at. It's just unfortunate the way that the tasks work in some ways as to how difficult it is to actually get. Oh, I didn't know that they showed it like that. If you did it one after the other, it's like kind of interesting. I didn't actually look at what it was. Yeah, it's just like you have to basically do these like gun quests. There's just so many of them to do. So today we're probably going to be starting off with the MP5, I would think. I want to get Test Drive 2 done. It's probably what we're up to next, I would think. But yes, otherwise all good. All is good. All is good. Slowly working up with the arena stuff. I've got like a load of thick cases now. I think our count is currently 6. I think that's where we're up to. Kind of crazy. Should probably move this and move these out of the way so they're like a bit more. Like now that this is on the permanent account, I actually really do feel quite incentivized to get as many as I can, which is quite funny. It's almost my like task / challenge. Get as many thick cases as possible. Kind of take it upon myself to do it. That doesn't fit that well, does it? I guess we could do docs cases in here and the gamma there. Guess that works just about. It's okay. Yeah, so basically every 3 Lega medals, I'm buying another one. So I've got like, this was my original one. So it's got a bit of space in a few of these boxes, but not much else. Do need to buy some M80 though. I'll grab that. Oh yeah, the dollars thing. So dollars, so I was looking at this earlier. So there's a few random things I've been doing. So looking at transits and XP on transits is one thing. So I did like a load of scav runs. If you follow me on Twitter, then you'd have seen I was basically doing like a load of scav transits while I was like working on other stuff because it doesn't really take much effort. You don't have to do that much. And yeah, it's just funny really. It's a lot easier with scav than it is with anything else and with PMC, I guess, because you don't have to worry about being in early, about PMC spawns, about scavs, players, about like AI, any of that stuff. It's like a million times easier. So you could just kind of like roam around and just like do your thing and vibe. But then obviously the main issue being that there's not really much point doing it on scav because what's the XP for at the end of the day? It's not really for anything. You don't get much benefit from XP. So kind of is what it is. But it was an interesting little test at least. Let me just make sure that these are all in the right place. So at the moment I'm looking at the 308. You can see kind of where I am in the testing. So I'm looking at the 308 and so I probably won't use these guns because well, firstly I can't because I've got to use the MP5 anyway. And secondly, I want to use them for my testing. I don't have to like rebuild them. So this is the main sort of triple pair that I'm like comparing these guys. I do actually think it stands up pretty well. Like it's basically the same as the MDR with a faster fire rate. It's like the same recoil, same ergo. 24 rounder is like pretty good, honestly. Like with the 20 rounders, they're basically the same gun, and it's about 100k cheaper, which is nice. And that's even just from the flea. Now they're so cheap on the flea. I do think the Scar H probably is technically a bit better, but it's a lot more money as well, especially if you do the X17 version. The regular one's probably better, I guess, in principle. I haven't actually checked the overswing. I mean, the Scar's like really light, actually. Some of the models are really light. Like you can see, oh, I guess this doesn't have ammo in it, so that's not really that fair. But even still, it's like a kilogram lighter, which makes quite a big difference when you're talking about like overswing and ADS and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I need to actually do the comparison and see. I haven't done the Scar one yet. I've only done the MDR one, so I did these two, but I haven't actually looked at this. So that's basically coming next. Right, so we can get rid of these extreme masks, or at least we'll just chuck them in a box. Something like that. So yeah, today we're going to do... I'm still trying to work... I actually haven't gone through and looked at what I need to do for Kappa. There's a lot of stuff I actually still probably need to do. Finally finished Tarkov Shooter 7 and Shooter 1 Heaven on the Psycho Sniper grind now. Well, that's the one I'm on as well. So I also have to do this. It's mechanic, isn't it? I also have to do Psycho Sniper. So I've done Shooter 1 Heaven and I've done Tarkov Shooter 8 as well. Yeah, there's a lot of these quests I probably should do. I'm not sure which ones exactly are needed for Kappa. I think you need to do this one, Evil Watchman, and a few of the others. But like, they're not necessarily too hard. I'm just trying to focus on the ones that are really grindy, like Test Drive and all the others. So maybe we'll finish this because we've got 5 kills left. It's not that many. I was having okay experience on Interchange. It wasn't actually too bad. But we will see how it goes. So one of them. It's just AP 6.3, PvP. Don't know how much more of this we actually need. I don't. Outside of this, I'm probably not going to use much more. I've got 400 and something. Okay, we'll buy another set. Oops. I was messing around with a Marlin and Zagilla Mask. The factory was going okay, but got wrecked by 3 man. Yeah, I think that's the issue with Factory, is that it's all well and good, and then you suddenly meet, as you say, a 3-man or somebody who's just like good at the game or whatever, and then it just ends your run. And there's not really a way. You either just have to accept that's going to happen and just keep plowing at it until you finish it. Which for me, I mean, I kept running into like really suspicious people, which was quite unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not very good with the Marlin close up, is honestly the truth. I'm not very good with Bolties close up in general. What did I have here? SG6, 12. I think I had a an Abdorbus too. But we'll take a mule instead now. I prefer mule, it's better. Slightly more expensive, but a little bit more flexible. How much are they? They're not even that much. Very luck-based in general. I think the factory is like way more variance-based way to play it. Yeah, I think so. You've got to basically run to somebody that's like low, not necessarily lower skill, but do you know what I mean? Like you have to run into somebody that you can kill more often. Whereas if you're not there, if you're not on factory, you can run into somebody and kill them from like a long way away without necessarily having any problems because they don't really get a chance to shoot back. So, but I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to do that. Like the main thing is trying to dodge around the spawns. Is primarily. It's like how do you like fight around the spawns and not lose at the start? Like I kind of screwed it up on reserve because I basically just carried on doing what was working, which was fine. And then one raid it just suddenly didn't work, and then I was sad because I lost my like 3 kills, which was really annoying. Then I have to start again. And I feel like getting to 3 is like quite difficult for me in the first place. And I even just tried getting 1 kill on factory, and I just got killed over and over and over and over. Just by like various things. A lot of sus accounts too. Well, this is the thing, yeah. Shoreline would have been my go-to, but spawns are too brutal. Like it's just so hard when you're looking at where to go, because I thought this Shoreline, but like the spawns can be really, really tough. And if you don't fight off the spawn, you don't see anyone. Interchange is not a terrible choice in some ways, but you could get really caught out there as well. Woods is fine, but the sight lines are a bit tricky on Woods, so you do need to be quite purposeful and end up fighting people like close-ish. Woods is not bad, but it just takes quite a while, I think. Reserve is quite good, but again, the spawns are really rough on this sometimes. Lighthouse, people just don't move, so you just get shot at nowhere. You have to play it very cautiously. You probably could do it on Lighthouse, but it would just take forever. Customs, I'm tempted to do it on customs, I am really tempted because there are some good sightlines. People aren't necessarily skilled on customs. I feel like the player base average is lower on customs. You can actually see this. Did they change this now? Yeah, so they changed. No, I guess it still works the way it used to be. So this thing here, this easy, normal, like most people probably know this at this point, but this typically tells you, or it used to tell you what the average level of a player was on that map versus your level. So on customs it says breeze because people are a lot lower level. On interchange people are a bit lower level, and on Streets of Tarkov people are about the same level as me, roughly. So that's like, it's interesting actually. So like those are on normal, interchanges are easy, these are both breeze, lighthouse is normal, reserve is normal, shoreline is easy, and terminal is hard because people are higher level than I am. I think this is right, unless they changed it. Did they just change this to be static now? That's how it used to work. I'm not sure. I don't know. Customs was by far the easiest one to do shootable. Really interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm tempted to go to customs. The spawns on customs are actually okay as well. Like you get a chance to do what you need to do on customs. Anyway, we're going to go to one of these other maps. We're going to go to interchange. The issue that I have generally on interchange is... Actually, are we going to go interchange? I can either do streets... You know, I don't know. Maybe we do streets. I don't know. I realised I have to do... wait, where is it? Oh, I still have to do this on customs. We'll do that when we need to. I should go and have a look at what I need to do on the maps that I've actually got to do. You know, I've got loads of streets tasks, I'm sure. So we probably do them at the same time. Ah, I did actually have them here already. Concordia. Forecast 3. Pharmacies. Urban Med. Okay. Well, we need the Concordia room then. Should probably take some of the streets keys, really. Concordia security, and then MVD, I guess. I wonder if I should take the other Concordia keys. 63, 64, 8. I'm not sure if I could be bothered to do the loot runs, though. Is mainly the issue. I'll just take these 3 because these are the ones that I usually use. Wait, not those 3, those 2. Oh, I need Beluga as well, actually, I think. Oh, I don't need Beluga, but... I don't need it, but I need it for something else later. What was it? Because there was basically, there was a quest beyond the red meat. I forgot to open my browser. Where's beyond the red meat? Because I realised I couldn't buy the knurled charging handle, which is quite funny. And you need to do something first. You have to do vitamins, apparently. Oh, vitamins is a pain in the arse, though. I haven't even done vitamins 1, because you have to buy a key and do Shoreline Resort, which I just can't be bothered to do. Okay, well, we're not going to do that then. Alright, whatever. We'll just load it to streets. Do I have a flare? Let's just check. I do not. Let's make sure I've got some cash as well. Oh yeah, what I was going to say before about the money situation. So the money situation is interesting. If you need dollars, then the buying stuff and selling it on the flea for dollars actually still works really well. Oh, we're like overweight by default. Really lame actually that we're just like overweight to level 20. I guess I don't need Red Rebel. That does actually take me under. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, we'll play streets. Wait, did I do? Oh no, I did do that one. Okay. Alright, let's go. Interchange was weird. I don't have good strat finding sniper types without also getting spotted. Yeah, that's the hard part. Hey Payne, what's up, man? Do scopes and MVGs still not mix? Because I was going to suggest night time raids maybe. It just makes them really dark still on the inside. I think I haven't actually tested it, but I'm pretty sure that it makes it even darker, which makes it hard. Love the MP5 build. It's the one you need for test drive. I'm on 15 kills, so we're pretty close. I've not really pushed it super hard actually, but I've done okay with the MP5. I quite like the MP5. Oh, it doesn't tell you, but yeah, I'm on 15, which is not bad. I think that's fine. I really don't mind. I really don't mind this. That's why I've kind of left it until now. It's sort of it's a grindy quest that's going to take a while that I also don't mind doing. So that's sort of why I left it until this point, because it's like, well, I don't really, I'm not stressed about completing it. I'm more worried about the sniper stuff, but I was going to wait until, just to make sure that all the fog's gone, which I think it now is. So I don't really have any excuse to not do it now. Whatever. I just don't really feel in the mood. I want to ease myself back in, because the sniping quests, they do take some mental fortitude to get through, to be honest. I should probably just try it like one run each time. I don't know. Something like that. Gosh, I feel like I'm just like charging batteries continuously. Like, so much stuff for the kids requires rechargeable batteries. I'm like the freaking charging station. It's like my office. It's just like full on battery recharging station. I've slowly swapped us over to rechargeables. I've got an enormous bag that I mean to take to the shop, so that we could, because at the supermarket they've got like a big bin where you can just put like old batteries. I've got a huge bag of like old batteries that I just need to take through, and I've slowly replaced everything into rechargeables over the years. Hate the dot for it. I see. I mean, I don't mind. I don't like the surround because of all the like flip up sights and whatever. But fastest way to finish MP5 Punisher's Ground Zero? Yes, but it's a bit of a grind, isn't it? Found pretty much nothing at Concordia. Oh man. Lots of PvP ricochets. Looking forward to running customs and reserve with the AK-12. I think the AK-12 will be very easy on customs, to be honest with you. You need to hook up a generator to a stationary bike so you can pedal and charge the batteries while you stream. That would be good. You know what's it is interesting actually, just how little energy you make. Like, what is the? I can't remember. It's something like 100 watts. Let me see, like human output on a bike, electrical. Yeah, I think it's like 100 to 200 watts, which is crazy, right? It's actually crazy. It's like 0.1 kilowatt hours for an hour of cycling, or 0.2, which is like really a small amount. There's something deep in there about, like, modern days energy usage and how much energy people used to put into stuff, right? You had like one human effort's worth of energy back in the day, which is like, if you're doing 10 hours of work a day, that's like 1 kilowatt hour for the whole day. Whereas now the average home uses like 7 or something. There's something interesting. Obviously it's not equivalent, but there's something interesting in that. MP5 SD is that retro aura. It's nice. I like it. It's fun. Hey Rusty, what's up, dude? Have you noticed we find games way faster now? I mean, that you lose the back state in the menu within 20 seconds. I don't know, actually. Maybe. How many hamsters do you think could charge batteries? You'd need a lot. Appreciate you guys' tutorials. Hey, Joe Blue. Welcome. We're doing test drive part 1 today. Part 2, which is the MP5. And we might do, if I feel up to it, we'll do a bit of Psycho Sniper a bit later. I'm currently on 0, so, maybe what I end up doing is I take like an MP5 and do test drive, and then we take like an MP18 with us as well, and then see if we get like a kill with the MP18 at some long range if the opportunity appears. And if it does, then we take that one kill and then do Psycho Sniper with it. Like, maybe that's what we do. I don't know. I don't want to take like a bolty into every raid just on the off chance, because most of the time with the MP5, my pathing is going to make sure that I'm in close range with people and I'm just never going to use it. And it's just going to make me heavy. And that's it. So I was just reading something about the Game Boy Advance SP coming out. People were mentioning not having to steal batteries in their TV remotes. It's funny. It is funny. Yeah, the rechargeable batteries are so good, but like we've got so many like various kids things in general. Like this morning I was changing over the white noise machine, which is a unfamiliar device for those who don't have kids, but it basically plays white noise. And why would that be useful? Does it soothe the child? Well, not necessarily, not really. But the real function of the white noise machine that I think most people miss is that what it does do is it raises the baseline of like the background audio. So if you're like walking around, kind of muffles like steps, bangs, knocks, alarms, whatever it might be, and kids tend to sleep better because it's whatever external noise comes in, it's like the difference between the new background and that sound is like smaller, so it's less likely to wake them up, which is quite interesting that's the thing. It's funny though, after a while, like, because we actually have 2, and we have like one in the kids' room and one in our room, and I've come to get quite used to it. It's like, cat feels quite silent without it now. Just like, oh, I quite like it. Place the child in the sensory deprivation chamber. Honestly, when my first child was like very, very young and very little, it was just a nightmare. Like she would wake up at like the tiniest little noise. Literally, I could like roll over in bed and she'd wake up. It was insane. No WMX. No, I've got the debal on right now because the WMX won't go on there for some reason. I don't really know why. It won't go on there. The other day, loading and Tarkov got while synchronizing with player stat minus 2.14 billion%. I mean, that sounds like a, you know, maximum number plus one overflow goes to the, you know, the next negative number round in the loop kind of thing. That's like sounds like an overflow thing. A classic overflow. What's this? The Gen 3. Yeah, it's not that good. Man, if you ever see like a Radians one there, then that's the, you know, that's the good stuff. What's that one? Oh. Oh. That's big. AP for the 338 Lapua. Kind of want to get out with that. It's like actually handy for test drive. And Model 1 parts spawning raid. I don't know. I actually don't know. Is this one the... No, that's not the new meta one, is it? There's a more. What's that guy? A Golnik? Dude, I didn't know this room was goated for ammo. I knew it had good parts in it, but... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if the Model 1 stuff can spawn, actually. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of neat. It is the new meta one? Oh, yeah, because the other one's the CTR, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. I wonder what this says. OP is a big win. Worth farming MVD and Hero Group Armory. Send the ammo to the stash via the interchange transit. That's honestly, that's low-key genius. Okay, what can you do? What can you do? You can't do anything with the quest item, right? I mean, I can come back to the surveillance room any time I like. I don't really care. Really care about that. Also, we get more XP as well. Like, I'm kind of intrigued in transiting, so I'm just a bit worried that somebody might still be in there. Spawn's like kind of notorious for being awful. There we go. AP. Well, I mean, I could transfer some like various things of the higher value stuff, to be honest. We may as well transfer as much as we can, actually. Why not? No, I don't need to transfer that stuff. Okay. Deliver. Cool. How does the transit bug work? When it loads into the next map, you Alt F4 and then load in again. And if you disconnect during transit, it puts you back in stash as if you survived. I don't do it because I think it's rubbish, but. We were. No, Pat, no, I mean, but basically, so, like, you know, with kids, right, you just, like, look up solutions, you just look for solutions to your problems, and, until something becomes an issue, you don't worry about it, but, yeah, our kid just used to be really, really light sleeper, so we were just like, how can we fix this? So, how can I roll over in bed without waking up? Because that's a pain. Don't go, stay on streets. Why? Oh, I see, you can go there after you're done on streets, keep doing the quest. I see. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, I actually don't mind, because I can get the quest done on interchange anyway. Sorry, not the quest. Yeah, sorry, I can get Test Drive 2 done on interchange anyway, so I don't really care. Do you have to transit to deliver or can you leave? You can leave, but it just means you have to go back to that point. Actually, I think you can go to any transit, technically speaking. But obviously it transits through to whichever map you're at the transit for. But I believe, so there's in this wipe, you get quite a bit for the first few. Logical posted a picture of... here it is. There you go. So this is the list of the transit XP. So we should get double XP for doing interchange now. Like, it's actually almost worth doing one transit ASAP. Kind of. Because, like, if you do a 40-minute raid on the second map, you get, like, the experience of doing, you know, I guess the equivalent of, like, an 80-minute raid. But if you transited in the first 5 minutes, or in the first minute, then you don't have to play that second raid. It does seem to be... There's some diminishing returns here. So it's like 1, 8, 7, 6... 5, 4. No. 1, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. So maybe it goes back up again at the end. I don't really know. I don't really understand the curve of this, but... Oh, I was wondering if it's worth hitting 1 2 loot spots and then transiting over and over. The only issue is you don't get that much XP for for looting on its own. I'm still not sure what happens if... Whether the XP multiplier... I feel like the XP multiplier, it's only going to apply to XP you get after that point. So say you got 100 XP on raid 1 and 100 XP on raid 10. I feel like the 100 XP on raid 10 is going to get like 10x or whatever, or 5x. But on the raid 1 won't, I think. I don't know. Got almost same rig as you. Have you got your NVIDIA control panel settings? I do. It's on Discord. But I don't really do much in there other than put my gamma up.
Thanks so much for doing that dive into armor absorption. Was driving me mad and I've been pestering you in chat about it.
No problem, Kega. Yeah, I mean, lots of people were asking, and I just kept seeing loads of stuff popping up on Twitter, and I thought, you know, this is time for somebody to actually go and look at what's going on, because it's driving me a bit crazy too. And until you do the testing, no one knows what's happening. So, any plans to start looking for Solo or Intel 3? I means I have to go to labs. I'll probably do that when I have to, but I'm not going to do that yet. So, yeah. This is the thing. So I did a big like interchange. Sorry, I did a big transit scav thing the other day, and it was quite fun. But like, you don't have to wait anywhere near as long as this. It's like, it's kind of a shame. It's a shame that it takes so long, even if you transit. It's because you have to go into an actual real raid. How would that feel if you went into a like raid late to PMC if you transited? Probably wouldn't feel very good. I wonder if you could get given the choice. I don't know. I got a new monitor. It's QOLED. The colours are intense. So intense I have to dynamic vibrance back to 50. That's fun. Do you recommend using like, DSR or anything? I have a whole video about DLDSR, which I think is great. I've actually got it turned off at the moment because just the extra overhead that it gives causes customs to run like an absolute dog, like even worse than it is. So I'm on very much like a minimum CPU usage run at the moment, which is sort of a shame because I usually use it. I've actually got my whole desktop set to 1440p again. I've turned off the other two DSR factors. Like even having it, it's because there's some kind of translation that has to go on, right? Like if your monitor desktop resolution is in 4K according to the NVIDIA control panel because of DSR, and then you set it to 1440p in game like this, you actually lose some frames. At least you do on customs right now. Sometimes it doesn't matter. On some maps it doesn't matter, or it's like very minor. But on customs I'm trying to keep as many frames as I can because it sucks. Yeah, we're doing test drive 2. We've got 5 kills to go. I'd be scared of player scouts going into raid latest PMC. I care less about player scouts than I do about, like, PMC spawns, to be honest with you. I'm not really that worried about player scouts. Like, yeah, they're annoying, but they have, like, garbage stuff. It's actually hard for them to kill you. Remember you mentioning night vision and scopes earlier. I'd luck with specifically the voodoo. The razor was super dark. Really interesting. Have you tried smooth motion? It doesn't work for me because I don't have a high enough base FPS on streets. I think it would work for me elsewhere, but smooth motion is either all on or all off, right? Like, you can't change it mid game without restarting the game. So it's just a no-no for me. You know, it's at the driver level rather than in the game, so it doesn't understand the UI, so it garbles the UI. And my base frame rate isn't high enough in all cases, aka streets with LPVOs, to make it worth it for me, because the latency is just, like, horrible, sadly. DLSS 4.5 is horrible too. I tried it and it didn't seem to work that well. I don't know whether it would be better when the snow is not there. It didn't seem to like the snow very much. I'm currently on TAA. I don't think they fixed the DLSS scopes thing, so I'm still on TAA, which I really don't like. I don't like TAA at all. But see, the problem is I don't know. TAA is actually okay if you've got DLDSR on. But as I said, I've got it off right now. I'm not really playing. Well, I'm about to be playing custom soon, aren't I? So I guess I'll just keep it off for now. But I'd love to know about this XP thing, going back to the transits. I'd love to know whether you need to get the XP later or whether you can stack up a bunch of XP and then do a load of transits. The biggest issue with the transit thing is that you have to decide when to call it a day. So you have to decide, like, when exactly am I going to stop transiting? Because you want to take your survival XP because it's a huge portion of your overall experience. So just keeping going until you die is not really a good option. Game's looking good with DLSS 4.5, 30% performance penalty on the 30 series, apparently minimal penalty on the 1450. Yeah, it's because they're trying to emulate whatever they call it, the 8-bit thing, as opposed to the 16-bit thing they were doing before, the 8-bit pipeline. But the 40 series has this 8-bit piece in the hardware, but the 30 series doesn't. So they have to, like, emulate it, something along those lines. But yeah, I tried. I mean, I have a 4070, so I'm at least in the higher performance bracket. But even with that, I still, from what I saw so far, and I haven't done extensive testing, but I preferred preset J on DLSS 4 from what I saw so far. That was specifically streets, and looking at certain things like fences and that kind of stuff. But I genuinely think that, you know, DLDSR works better than a lot of this other technology, honestly, because you just get so much more information from rendering the game in a higher res to begin with. It just helps so much. It kind of is. Dying gives you 0.8 times, transit is 2x, so 1.6, surviving 1.3 times. I don't know. Hey, Mr. Spade. What's up, man? Yeah. Chances be amazing of going back into cube or something. The latest is M, indeed. So the latest preset is M. If you want to do... I haven't played with L at all. L is apparently for, like, ultra performance mode or something. I haven't tested it. On a similar setup to you, same GPU with a 7800 X3D. Do you have some performance stuff on streets? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody does. I've heard people struggling down to 60, even with like a 9800 X3D. Streets is just like a real problem. Hey man, this is taking ages. Yeah. I don't know, the thing is, because it's just it's a very specific issue on one specific map. Using a scope on streets in particular is the problem for me. And it just doesn't feel like in today's, you know, PC environment, I just don't feel justified in upgrading, honestly. Do you get performance boost if you switch to doing DSR from 1080 to 1440? What do you mean? What do you make it in blurry? Are you talking about, like, because that's kind of like doing DLSS, no? I'm not sure what you mean. Because on DSR, you get the 2 resolutions higher than your screen res. That's at least usually how it works. You get, I can't remember now, is it 1.78 times and then 2.25 times? Something like that. Yeah, DLSS like takes a smaller rendering and makes it bigger. Yeah, this is kind of a nasty place to be. Ugh. Go this way. I don't think I'm necessarily going to go in. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll go in actually. Yeah, basically, like going bigger res is DSR, what's called like DLDSR, because if you got the deep learning bit to it rather than just old DSR. But yeah, the DSR section is the getting big bit, and then you've got the DLSS part, which is the getting small and making it bigger. And they work in tandem. That's why they work quite well together. Because they do actually work together and work quite well. So you can have like DLSS quality on whilst you've got DSR on. So it renders in a high res and then uses DLSS quality at a higher res to begin with, which is quite nice. So that does work well, actually. Oh, there's loads of them. Freaking scavs everywhere. Hundreds of them. Bloody hell. I have to keep my position, right? So I'm a bit nervous about just walking through here because that sightline in particular is a little long. I'm just going to repack the mag here and just like have a little listen. DLAA would be the most useful thing. You say that, but you're almost... So DLAA doesn't have any more information about your screen, right? Because it's basically just rendering native, but using the anti-aliasing sort of section of DLSS. So it doesn't know anything extra, whereas using DLDSR does actually improve the picture quality at the expense of GPU performance, right? Because you're rendering it in a higher res. But then you can use DLSS or something to like squish the image back down again because you don't need all the information. They're a bit odd. It's a bit odd. Also, you get one interesting thing about doing DLDSR is that you basically, without having to like do anything custom, you like force the scene to render with like 4K assets. Whereas, like, if you just use DLAA, then you're rendering the scene with, you know, in your native res. You're getting the native res assets. So you actually get, if you use DLDSR, you actually get, like, the 4K like, texture quality. You can actually see that in EFT. If you push DLDSR on, like, all of the stuff in the inventory becomes, like, sharper. And it's not just because of DLDSR. It's because the game thinks it's running in 4K, so it loads the 4K assets instead, which is, like, kind of interesting. It's, like, an interesting mechanic that actually works that way. So there are arguments for DLDSR plus DLSS. Oh, Golnick, damn. genuinely had quite a good time on Interchange, if I'm honest. Surprisingly so. I think it's like any map, right? You have to pick your spots. Yes, Interchange can be a long-range map, but you just have to pick your places. Mr. AI Scav doing some looting. What did he loot? 100. Well, yeah, smooth motion, it does make the game render smoother, but you're taking some downsides for it, right? Does DLA-A tend to look blurrier than native? No, I wouldn't say so. I think actually, well, it depends what you mean. Do you mean like native? Do you mean like with TAA on, like another anti-aliasing feature? Like native without anti-aliasing looks absolutely god awful, right? And then with TAA makes it look blurry, kind of by definition. So DLA I actually think looks superior to that, because TAA is kind of crap in general. AI PMCs can take car extras in PvE. Are you sure they took it, or did you see them take it? Or was it just not there? Because they're not always there. It's interesting how hard that was to hear. Unless it was a super coincidence. I'm pretty sure we couldn't hear that until we were like literally in this building. Well, we got one kill. One day I'll be confident that Soda runs in PvP. That's my 2026 goal. Just keep going with it. What I would do is just, you got to build your confidence. If you're struggling with confidence and you're struggling to like press the go button, just do something simple like play factory as a scav, run out, literally just run to the the flashing bunker light extract, and then just move that stuff onto your PMC and then just play. Godmark. What do you have? He had an SR25, I think. Yeah. Alright, we got one. It's alright. MATA1. We're slightly outgunned, but it's okay. It's okay. I saw the car, dropped my bag to run, mark an oil tanker, came back and it was gone. Ah, damn. Can a scav transit to labs if you spawn with the card? Unfortunately, you cannot. So you can transit, but you can't transit to labs, because I tried it. And I actually think it's a real shame. I think you should be able to. I don't see why you can't. Maybe we're going to start a daily petition to allow scavs into labs. Like, if you have a labs card on your scav, why not, right? It'd make it kind of fun, right? If you spawned into wherever with a labs card. We'll just blow off a little steam on factory. If you have a labs card and, you know, you spawn somewhere, you're like, oh, I got a labs card on my scav. Oh, I'll, like, navigate my way to the factory. Is it because there's no scav extract on labs? The thing is that you could just make them all the same normal extracts. We've had scavs on labs before. We had events where scav on labs was a thing. So you just make all the PMC extracts the scav extracts. Just don't make them any specific ones. Yeah, I get not scavving in. Yeah, I agree. But transiting into labs as a scav would be sick. I agree. I think it'd be great. Like, you're very much rate limited in terms of how much you could scav into labs, right? Like, you need to have an actual labs card on your scav or find one. Like, it's not that common. Part of the labs fun is knowing you cleared them out. Just make them spawn at the start. Yeah, as long as raid is still executed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm confident as all on my scav. PMC, I'm not very. Well, that's the thing. So just take your scav loadout, run to gate whatever, and then just like take the kit and just play PMC. I mean, I guess the thing is it is different on scav because you don't have to fight the AI scavs. So it is a different, yeah, it's a very different, you know, mechanism. I think that's on the other side. Oh. What the heck? That's a shame. We nearly got there in time. It was close. It's total madness. Maybe take the scav loader and just spend 30k on a 100 durability gun. Or that, whatever, really. This guy got... Was this, funny. I love random scav runs. But anyway, yeah, you just like... Just take this extra exit over here with whatever you grab out of factory. Because if you just run straight here and don't worry about things, typically you'll get straight out. It's very unusual. Like, you see people like that just running straight out. It's like, it's very unusual that you die. And then you just take that load out, like, then play PMZ with it, and then it'll just make you, you know, more confident, and or just find yourself a really cheap kit that's easy to put together. That's another method. Something that's really easy to put together, doesn't take much modding, because that's like half the limiting factor is like, if I die, I'm gonna have to spend, I don't necessarily care about the equipment, but I'm gonna have to spend 10 minutes like putting all my stuff back, and it's annoying, you know. Take the crowbar and just actually, I'll take the Vlog as well, and that bandage. Why not? I think people would be pretty upset to die to a random scav in labs. Screw them, in my opinion. Just make people spawn at the beginning. Just make it so it's not a random spawn during the raid. So like scav spawn at the start, same as everyone else. I mean, the irony being that really you're better off taking the scav labs card out and just putting it on your PMC and going into the PMC. It's touche. Yeah. Most with budget kits is that like if I want to kill someone on budget, I'd use like matter, or my practice is aiming at the head. Yes. It is hard, yeah. With decent arrow, I'm super versatile to make a decent kit. Yeah, I mean that's the deal. That's why you got to find like bang for buck, like min-max stuff if you want to do it that way. Which is why I'm always looking for ammo. You know, I'm looking for like good ammo. Pretty much always. That's like what I want to do. I want to find good ammo. Because then that allows you to run all sorts of stuff, right? If you find something for the SVT, that's a great one to buy. You know, I talked about the SVT in a recent vid. It's like super budget if you like semi-auto. Just finding anything for the AK,
Gold, please.
for the AK is like 74U, because then it's just really cheap. Like, as long as you have the good ammo, you can kind of kill anybody, theoretically. Here's a Jack. Thank you for the Prime.
Gold, please.
Organised.
Howdy, hi.
Howdy, howdy. This is why I take these two things, by the way, from the scav runs, because it just saves me a little bit of time, and I don't have to buy them. I actually care less about the money. I don't really care about the money. Like, if it was, you know, it's pretty cheap to buy those things. Actually, I should just press the button, but then you get scammed with people on the fleet selling stuff for dollars, and I feel like morally opposed to doing that. Bam. Said it before, and I'll say it again. Love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, $2. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I always make a point. So if I shoot one in heaven to do this, you can do test drive. Yeah, do test drive 1. Yeah, without having to fight high level people. This is true. I mean, I actually, it ended up not being that hard doing test drive, bizarrely. But quite a few of these, like, Stitch trophies. I should probably take the Bigari rig, though. We'll just take that. One of those.
Gold, please.
Alright.
Don't really get to watch your streams anymore since I'm back working at the office, but still enjoy your content almost every day.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Nothing worse than the office. I feel for you. Actually, you know what? Some people like the office. Just depends on your working style, really. I've never really been an office person, but some people like it. I know I talked to my sister, and she's quite like, you know, she likes to have other people around her to like motivate her to do stuff. I've never really been like that. I don't really need that. I think sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps, but like in the main, I'm not really that bothered about it. But I can see, you know, how it's helped some people for sure. It just depends on how you feel about it. I know, like, some of the people I've, you know, some of my IRL friends, especially through like the parents network, it seems like, you know, 2 or 3 days from home and then like be in the office the rest of the time. It seems like quite a nice balance that a lot of people seem to do now at like not tyrannical companies, it seems. Which seems like quite a good way of doing it. Alright, we'll go back to streets. I've still got to go, yeah, I've got to go back to that Concordia room. Which is fine, I don't mind. Honestly, Gig, I waited till the late 30s to grind test drive and it worked out so well. I did chumming, 2 raids with SR25 with M80. I had a blast, got a chance to stock up on AP and PvP for part 2 as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, the thing is, I'm not worried about using the MP5. Like, we'll get it done. I don't really care. It's okay. Hugo, thank you for the Prime, the 6 months, man. Appreciate it. I thought I knew woods until I learned there's an underground bunker, and now I'm questioning everything. There is indeed. There's one people pulling like marked key after marked key out of at one point, and then they nerfed it in traditional BSG fashion. Right, do I need anything else interchange? I don't. Oh, sorry, for streets, I don't think so. We'll just rip it and then see where we go. Actually, I might do 5 PM. Chumming in 2 raids is not normal though. Far my most Chad PMC run ever. The problem with chumming is the time for me, and actually them finding people. Only level 2 traders found the VSK and SP5 has been best repeatable value kit. That is good. That is good. But yeah, my latest video, or one of my latest videos, SVT plus from the Flea at level 15, and then FMJ from Prapor. That's also quite decent. If you like semi-auto guns, if you like more of like a DMR style, and if you have Jaeger 2, you can buy the top rail for it. It's like pretty good. Ran last hero for 2 days with the test drive build. Like the MP5. I mean, I've always liked the MP5 SD. It's got immaculate vibes, I tell you. Yeah, maybe if Raiders would still try and kill your scout, that'd be better. Yeah, I think it'd be okay. Never caught what you streams before, but just want to say, no one makes gunsmith videos like you do. Everyone else puts way too loud music. I actually, speaking of that, I actually need to make the next one. I got level locked and then just kind of like forgot to do any more. Let me write that down. Gunsmith. Because I don't know, like for the next wipe. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them again. I think this might be the last wipe I do them, to be honest. Because I'm just a bit bored of doing them. Any point in the FP100 filter absorber? They go in the air filter in the hideout, which is a high level upgrade. I've actually just started mine. It costs 25,000 USD plus a bunch of other random things. And it increases your skills. And it also is one of the ways you actually get hideout management up a bit by running the air filter. So they're really cheap right now because hardly anybody has that module. I think mine's coming up in about 2 days. 25,000 USD is a lot if you buy it from Peacekeeper. You can sell stuff on the flea market in dollars, and that's a way better way of doing it. And you actually get a better exchange rate because it's like slightly scammy. So I think the exchange rate with Peacekeeper right now is 160, ooh, I believe. Yo, Romex, thank you for the five gifted, seed. Thank you, mate. Yeah, so I believe right now the rate is about 160. But if you buy moonshines for like 250 off the flea, you can sell them for 100 and they'll be at the top of the list. And that equates to like 119. So you get like a way better value. You know, if you need, I think you need 25,000 US dollars. So if you buy those with rubles, that costs you 4 million. If you buy it through moonshine, there's a bit of fees in there, so it's probably 125 or something, then it only costs you 3 mil. So it's actually like very advantageous to be selling stuff through the flea that way. I like moonshine because it's like 2,000 per, and you only need to do it 10 times. You don't need to sell like 15 billion items. But anyway, thank you, Asmodeus. Appreciate it, dude. Timothy Lamb, whoa! Welcome. Building that at the moment, so it's like the gas tank for the generator. Yeah, effectively, yeah. Weird how the market lists more expensive items in USD first. Yes, it's because every item in Tarkov has... well, like the traders have like a min and max. So, you know, when you're buying from Peacekeeper... When you're buying from Peacekeeper, right, there's a theoretical item value. And then there's like the high value. This is what you buy from him at. And then there's the low value. And this is what you sell to him at. So what you're seeing is the buy value for dollars. So the in-game value is like down here somewhere. You can see what it is basically. So like if it's 160 on Peacekeeper, if you go into the flea market interface and remind me after this raid and I'll show you, it's then roughly, you basically put the price in dollars, in the dollar slot, 2,100, and it'll tell you the equivalent of what it should be. So it's going to be roughly right now something like, it'll be like, well, yeah, this, like 120. So if you could theoretically sell dollars to him, presumably you'd get like 80. Presumably. So the dollar price is like 160, the mid price is 120, and then the sell price is 80, but you can't sell dollars to Peacekeeper to get rubles back because it doesn't let you. Although that'd actually be kind of interesting if you could do that. But that's the reason. So this is the price that the flea market uses to compute the value and where it goes on the flea. This is the value you see on Peacekeeper. So you're getting ripped off, right? Because you're not seeing the mid. You're basically seeing the ask of the market when you go to Peacekeeper. But on the flea market, you see the mid. That's the reason. Do you know about the Sastro bar to Peacekeeper before that's basically free money? I'm assuming that's the Osprey, because that's the only one I can think of. Is there another one? USD converts 1 to 165? Yeah. It was like really high in the hardcore wipe, but why are you able to buy rubles from pets for a negative rate? Because he's funny. 2 rubles for 1 ruble, it's the best. It's the best, right? Oh god. Go on the IR mode, stop it. Theoretical value is kind of like the wholesaler's price. It's just like the mid-market, in my opinion. Wait, what have I got on this? Oh, it's a freaking X400. It's not, I don't have a... Kind of interesting. I haven't seen anybody out here. Maybe they're looting. Good job that wasn't a player, eh? Exo spawns always rush me when I spawn museum. Doesn't seem to be anybody there. Your county body being all green, is that a setting? Yeah. It's just in the main setting. I think it's in game settings or whatever. So the pharmacies one, do you have to visit them all in one raid? I actually can't remember. It's been a long time since I did this one. I mean, we'll go over and grab it, but I think the pharmacies are separate. I haven't even done any of them yet, so we'll grab one, and if we die, then we can see. If you go over that way, you get sniped. I imagine that this area they expected to add some more stuff. That was my like understanding or my feeling about this area, because there's nothing in here other than this one random pharmacy building, and it's quite far from everything else. And then there's snipers over there. It's just like it's a bit of a weird section of the map. One raid, annoyingly, yes. Damn. Do you use smooth motion? I do not, especially not on streets. Because the frame rate is just too low. The base frame rate is too low for it to feel good. Did you prestige this wipe? Or how come you haven't got a Kappa yet? Because I don't play that much. Honestly, that's the real answer. I don't play that much. I don't play as much as I'm not a full-time streamer by any means. I mostly spend my time making YouTube guides. It just takes most of my time. So I'm just not on enough. I haven't got a Kappa for ages. That's why this wipe is so, you know, it's important to me to get it this wipe. I really wanted to go for it. How close are you? I actually don't 100% know. But I am on, like, of the annoying stuff, I've pretty much just got the goons to kill. Test drives 2+ to do, so that's what we're doing right now on test drive 2. And then psycho snipers, like the really annoying stuff. I've not done psycho sniper yet, no. I did Tarkov Shooter 8, but I haven't done psycho sniper. I died partway through doing the conversion from one to the other. So I got 3 kills for Tarkov Shooter 8, and then died on like the 4th, trying to get the 4th kill, which is a shame. Any hints what your next video will be about? It's about the AK-308. Not even a hint. I'm working on it at the moment. I'm building out the relative differences between the AK-308, the MDR, the black MDR, and the Scar X17 to compare them to each other and figure out which one's better than the others. I think, honestly, the 308's like, it feels really nice. The gun actually just feels good. I really like your streams. I think the time zone makes it hard to view from NA. I usually do the evenings. I should have been on last night, but I got waylaid with some other stuff, so I ended up not being on. But, yeah, I try to do 2 evenings a week and 2 afternoons. That's what I try to do. It doesn't always go to plan, but that's what I try to do.
Gold, please.
So where do I actually need to go? What else was I going to do on this map? So I had Broadcast, Glory, Urban Med. I don't want to try and do too much. So yeah, I was going to do pharmacies. So the other pharmacies are the one on the corner. What's the last one? Where's the last pharmacy? Oh, it's on the main street, isn't it? Should probably go to do that one next. So the main street one, and then this one. I mean, this one's not too bad. Well, we'll figure it out. What's my exit anyway? Crash site, damaged house. Could be worse. damaged houses kind of feeds into the last one. Actual Jana Banana, thank you for the prime. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or a streamer why he hasn't got a Kappa yet. Picked up Tarkov on the 10th of November via Steam release, sitting at a casual 460 hours, not addicted. Damn. Will Tarkov ever run not like complete ass? I mean, it's only Streets that runs badly for me. Was the Scorch overpowered at some point? I'm surprised to see it couldn't be listed on the flea. I would say maybe. But I don't know whether it's OP. It's the cost sort of aligns with how good it is. It's expensive, and the fact they can take the 50 rounders. It's like technically meta, but you just don't see it that often because the other guns, you know, yes, it's better in a sort of nutshell, in a I don't know, in a vacuum, I guess. But like, is it better enough to justify spending the money on it when you could just buy an MDR and put a full grip on it and then run that? Like that's the question. For most people, I think it's probably no. I think the AK-308 also falls into that category, actually, where like it's good enough and the ammo's good, so it's fine. Like most of the time, you're not really, as long as the ergo is like usable, most of the time you're not really limited by like specifically, oh, you know, the recoil number was too high or too low or whatever. So. Hey, started playing in October. Finally got Theta in my first fight. Thank you so much for being able to do it like the info vids. Hey, Jeans. Well, I'm glad you got Theta Container. I think Theta Container is like a really big leveler for a lot of people. I wish that I actually genuinely wish they just make Arena free at this point. I think it would actually fix a lot of the problems with Tarkov and the community at this stage if they just made Arena free. Like, people would appreciate that, I think, and it would be less toxic, the whole kind of thing. I always found the black MDR better, even if they have the Meta Scar hand stock. I mean, this is the thing, it's personal preference at the end of the day. The MDR always has had better ergo than the Scar, so it depends on which particular metric you prefer. I think recoil-wise, the Scar's been easier to handle, but also the Scar, it fills your monitor, you know, a lot more with like its bulk, and there's no mod or upgrade that can fix that, right? Like, it just is a big bulky gun in your face. There's lots of people that just don't like it for that reason. And there's no fix to it, really. They made it free, would they bother keeping developing it? I mean, they still have the battle pass in there and stuff. You know, I paid for the customs tac map. I think they could fund it that way without, you know. And a lot of people, well, do a lot of people actually buy Arena? I would be surprised, to be honest. I think a lot of people get it either with Unheard or had it from with EOD in the first place. So, I don't know. I'm just be surprised if it's that much more money making for them, you know. And then people might be more, you know, oh well, I got it for free and I'm enjoying it. You know, maybe I'm more likely to pay for the battle passes or whatever it might be that they've come out with. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of give and take with these things. People feel more inclined to support your game if you're like charitable in many ways. Obviously that's not always the case, but it sort of kind of works like that in some sense. Whereas I feel like Tarkov's a little bit like you're going to pay for everything every time at every possible turn, and it makes people kind of like, I don't know, bristle. But yeah, rarely see white names. Yeah, me too. And some of those white name people may have been people who bought Arena. Actually, I guess I don't know. Some people bought it separately and then bought it again. So I don't know why they'd keep it, but yeah, maybe not then. So I guess it probably is just the white name people. But yeah, it's few and far between. Okay, so I'm going to try and get down the main street. More open to buying cosmetics if they hadn't implemented so many pay for advantage things. Leaves a bad taste. Yeah, I think they need to reverse some of that. I think it would be smart for them. I'm not just saying like, you know, make less money, BSG. I like genuinely think they would probably make more money in the long run. Because I feel like people would be more inclined to pay for some of the other like nice to have things that they may not be buying now. Maybe I'm wrong, but you're like you will kind of want. It's like your Lost Leader, right? You want more people playing it, and then people to then be invested in it, and then want to buy the upgrades in it, or like the the additions in it to enhance their experience. Like not like block their entry on the way in. You want to like tease them in, and then do the upsell kind of thing. But missed a few days. Did you finish Psycho Sniper? I haven't. I haven't actually played much. I haven't actually played that much. Hey, John B, what's going on, dude? I was listening to your... Did you say something? Bullets are so slow. They are slow. Yes, I was listening to your, like, podcast mix? Something like that. This morning. It was quite fun. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It just popped up and I pressed it. It was on YouTube. Yikers. Nothing quite like watching me panic in real time. I don't know where they were. All the way down the end, I guess. Imported my podcast RSS feed to YouTube recently to pull them all in. Nice. Somebody was on there laughing about like a Radio 1 style intro. Something along those lines. That's where I got to. Ah. Not at me. This piece of cloth is very strange. The magical disappearing cloth, indeed. You only multi-quest left? Yes. I think so. That's just a jingle. Kirsty Hawkshaw's voice. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I have to say, like, it was just cool and backgroundy, and I was like, this is a vibe. I'm loving it.
Вали кепку!
Well, we did kill a PMC. How he didn't hear us? I don't understand. Unless there's two, maybe. Ow. He must have thought I was his friend. He's gone like kind of stationary. Maybe he'd be creeping? Let's see if we can sneak the guy. I've run out of painkillers. No. That's unfortunate. Trying to use grenades better. Yeah, it does take a bit of practice. I wouldn't say I'm the best at it necessarily. Wait, did they make this? Wasn't this 6? Eight. Yeah, they changed it to 5, right? It wasn't 5 before. Tend to be a scav or something. Any tips for navigating the health resort and shoreline? Go late and don't fight there? I don't know. It's just hard. Yeah, circle strafe does work, but just a bit difficult left. Thanks for the great stream. Thanks, Romex. I'm just kind of like kind of intrigued here of some best approaches. Time is it? 20 minutes? Okay. God, that's a lot of scavs. Yeah, when your gun pokes out, it's easy to bait shots. Yeah. Can't tell if they're just like hyper aggressive AI. Don't really have a good way of dealing with these guys, so. And this guy's like either just disappeared or something else has happened. So I feel like we're just gonna take the route out of here if possible. It's quite late on in the raid. Hopefully I don't get GL'd or something. So we'll go to the last pharmacy. Let me over. Let me over. Yeah, we're avoiding that. Try not to get blown up. There's a small part of me that thinks I killed the second guy with a nade. don't think I did, but a part of me wants to believe that I did. I can't remember how many Grenadier kills I had. I think this is the best route. Because the last pharmacy that we want is in here. Just in there. Ah. So, from there... Where's my extract? So we've got damaged house. So we could actually go through here. Damaged house, which I feel like is probably a good way. I'm so used to like using the zoom from the ADS to like see a bit further, but it's actually really hard with this gun because there's so much sort of scope mounting that blocks the top. Makes it really obnoxious. And we'll just try and sprint down against damaged house. Hopefully we don't get caught out by anybody. Quite late on. Should be alright-ish from PMCs, hopefully. We shall see. Extract campers. Miscreants. Do-gooders. Bandits. And the like. Highwaymen. Brigands. I remember spawning in here and killing a guy who spawned in next to me. That was great. I think they need to lower the amount of kills test drive to 10 personally. 20 as well. It just takes a long time. That's the thing. It just takes a long time. Ne'er-do-wells. Indeed. It's like, I guess once you've done 10, it's like you've proved you can do it. It's just... It's like an endgame quest line, so I sort of don't mind. But, you know. Ran into a 4-5 man on reserve. That site's rough. The most success is focusing on point fire, not hitting mouse 2 until you knew exactly where someone was. I mean, that's true. It's got fast enough ADS speed that you can do that, though, so you can see a person and then right-click afterwards. Okay, it was just the one, but that's okay. It's fine. I think the other guy just, like, he just was sat there, not going to make any noise. Rather get 20 kills with the SR-25. Well, that's part 1, I suppose. It's 10, isn't it? Most people say you can start shooting the second you hit mouse 2. It usually slows down your ADS if you do that, in my experience. But I think you can, technically. Well, you can shoot whenever, right? You can shoot on point fire, you can ADS whilst shooting, you can shoot... It's up to you. But I think it does actually slow down your point fire, I think. We're going to have a quick look at it. That normally is more of a problem for something like the RPD, something with like low ergo and a lot of overswing. I had a moment like that the other day with the AK-308, which actually worked out quite well, but yeah, you can go like... So that's the normal ADS. Yeah, it seems to work normally, actually. Yeah, you can do it pretty normally these days. It does work. Yeah, as I said, I did it with the AK-308. So yeah, you're pointing at their head and you're shooting at them with point fire, and then you ADS in. I mean, you get blocked by the sight as you're going halfway through the motion, which is a little unfortunate. You lose sight picture for a second as the scope comes across the screen. But we'll hand in this thing. Beneath the streets. I think those ones are kind of newer ones. I don't think you need to do those. I don't think, anyway. Sell all this rubbish later. I need a new one of those. What else we got? You feel that? You may as well. Beat the Streets is a fun one. What was the thing? What you got to actually do? I wasn't really paying attention. Streets to labs, serve room, dome, control room, and then go back to streets. I assume you need to extract. I guess, can you transit? You probably can transit for this, can't you? I would think. Oh. Should have checked these. Primorsky Avenue taxi. This is just like not going to happen. Oh. Find a tow group slabs card. Okay. This doesn't give us anything great. Don't really care. That's not real. That's a scam. Replace that one. Hang a gate. Oh, we'll have a look at what it is. Yeah, nothing good. Scouts the headshot on factory. What do we get for that? Nothing interesting. Yeah, did it say hang a gate? Like, oh, sorry, Scav camp co-op 13 times. Yeah. I wonder if it's worth taking the negative. Probably is. Mechanic goes like super, super high, doesn't he? Roll it to someone else. Oh. Interesting. Okay. That's at least pretty easy. Wish you could unaccept a quest? Yes. Yeah, well, it's basically these things, so just have to wait. My MATA-1 crafting station. With max crafting, you can just alternate between these two and just like spam these things. Got quite a few of them now. They're so good. They're gonna stand us in good stead when we can use other guns. Glad I bought all these now. Going through it like crazy. What tasks are you working on for Kappa? We're currently going through test drive just because we need to do it. Took some punishment, didn't we? Front plate beating. Okay. So that was that. And then, so next one we need to do is like any of these random ones. Just do it again. So we've got four more kills. Not too shabby. Would you recommend leg metal 86.3? To be honest with you, so I'm using PvP, but to be honest with you, I still think I'd rather go for headshots personally. You can go for leg metal if you want. Yeah, I'm doing test drive right now. I was going to sell that to Peacekeeper, I think. If I remember correctly. Sell this crowbar. Low levels want to buy the Elcan with this crowbar. That's why it's expensive. Yeah, I feel like you don't get much time now. The server seems to find quite quickly. It is quite fast. Someone pointed this out earlier. Yeah, I don't know. Like, AP6.3 is a bit of a scam cartridge, but you know, you hit them in the head and they do die often. Like, obviously not with class 4 helmet on, which is annoying. But you hit them in the face, that's the deal. Yeah, so crowbar has an early barter for the Elcan, so you can't buy the Elcan, but you can buy the crowbar, and you can barter the crowbar for an Elcan, a Peacekeeper 2. So the crowbar is like It's like the crowbar costs as much as a person who can't buy the Elcan is willing to pay for it, interestingly. It's like a two-tier market. Quite intriguing. Is this you go for tier 4 helmet? Yes. It's so cheap on the flea market. I mean, you can use whatever, really. But it's, I think bang for buck, it's the best one. If you want to maximize survival rate, you probably just go with either the ULAC or like maybe the Arena Champs helmet or something like that. I don't really like any of the visors that give you the blurry stuff. I mean, the best is probably the Altin. Not the Altin. To be honest, the Altin or... Yeah, it probably is the Altin, actually. The Altin with the Sens Proflex. That's probably the best combo in the game right now. The Tagiller's close, because you can get the Tagiller helmets quite easily. Anyone here using lossless scaling? I looked at it. The problem is you end up with... It's the same as all of these technologies. You end up with latency. Like, it works. It works, but at low base frame rates, you end up with a lot of input lag. Because it's got to render a normal frame, render a second frame, interpolate the two, stick it in the middle, and then play them back from 1 to 3. So you end up with, you know, a decent amount of input lag, which just feels bad to me. But if you're running at like 80 frames already, then it's maybe okay to use, I think. And if you don't care about the latency and maybe you're playing PvE and you're not, you know, you're not having to twitch shoot, then also maybe it's okay. But for PvP, I wouldn't recommend it with anybody who's under 80 FPS. I get a solid 70 to 100 most of the time. I mean, it's the lows that are going to cause you problems, right? Like when you're trying to use an LPVO on streets, it's going to feel like absolute dog. So just try it. Like honestly, just try it. Like lots of scaling is worth having as a tool. Because it works on everything, so it's quite cool. It's quite a cool thing just to play around with as well. And yeah, give it a try and see what you think. It's not, there's no hard and fast rule for it because different people's tolerance for latency is not the same. Oh, I should have changed the stupid thingy. I'm still on a WMAX. Sorry, a X400. Managed to snipe a 4090 for $2,200 unused and unopened on some bit. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, so it depends. Like if you're like an ex-CS pro, then you're gonna feel like it's awful. If Tarkov's like the only shooter that you play, then yeah, worth it for retro games. Like yeah, you can use it on stuff like Factorio, for example, which is kind of interesting because Factorio is like locked to 60 FPS. So you can technically get smoother frames on that game, for example. Look how horrible TAA is. Honestly, it's just like garbled nonsense. This is not a good place for me to go particularly. Oh yeah. Can't really ADS. Where's the other room? Is it here? Where's the broadcast part? Whatever room. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Oh, I ran past it by accident. There we go. What was the other quest I was going to do? Oh yeah, Concordia. Check 15. Whatever it's called. Security room. I think so. Expo and collapsed crane. Pick one of these other ones. Maybe we go glory. You get out of the back of here? I think you can, can't you? I forget. Can't remember now. No, not that way. Can you go this way? No. I forget. So we're out here? Also no. Lovely. Come for CS and Overwatch competitive. Yeah, you may not tolerate it, but just try it out. Well, that sorted one of them out. Have you tried DLSS 4.5? Did it fix the blurry scopes? Apparently it's slightly better. I didn't test the scope specifically. I didn't think DLSS 4.5 was that good in Tarkov, but I was using it in the snow, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I should have got rid of the second delay one. So are you using an X3D? I am. 5800 X3D, so I'm on one of the older gen ones, but... But yes, it is an X3D. And they are wonderful. The best CPUs for EFT by a long way. It's normally open. Can't remember. Yeah, Tarkov's weird. It's like, Tarkov's so CPU heavy, comparatively. Oh. Yeah, the 5800 XD is not being made anymore, is it? This guy was running. Bit risky taking this, but... Oh, he's got class 4 in this. Ew. Okay. We'll just throw it away then. Can't fit the class 5 into that. There's not very much point in taking it. What did I do with the... M80, there it is. Okay. This is a weird-ass gun. For sure. Is this open normally? Can't remember. That door is? Okay. Good one. Yeah, NVIDIA app is the way. Either NVIDIA app or Profile Inspector. We're getting Profile M in, which is the new DLSS 4.5. So you can force it in NVIDIA app. It doesn't show up in Tarkov because it doesn't have M as an actual like setting yet. But what was I going to do again? I was going to go to... Oh yeah, I was going to go to check 15. Oh, let's put PK on and then we'll go. Figured we may as well just go there. You know, we want PvP anyway, so... I can't remember which room it is. People might have to remind me which room it is. It's the one... I'm trying to do glory to the CPSU Part 1, find Prapple's friend's house. Why don't they bother naming the profiles? I was actually saying exactly that yesterday. Like, why do they call it... Is that a sniper scav? Like, why do they call them, like, random letters? Rather than... You know, why isn't Profile M called DLSS 4.5 quality or something? You know, why doesn't it have a sensible name? Like, hey, we brought out the new DLSS 4.5 profiles. They're called M and L. Oh god, you can't get through that. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can see anybody out through the top. Can you get in any of these? Oh, it's an elevator. I'm sure there's some of these doors that open though. For each one. I think there's keys for some of them. And apparently not these ones. I forget. I don't fight around here very often. Works. Oh, that's at me. Okay. At least we know it's mostly scavs. Gosh. The man would not die. This is the problem with PvP. Unless you hit them in the head, it's just like... whatevs. 4.5 performs worse than 4 on all cards. You won't notice performance bump with it. Tokens 2 CV bound. Yeah, so the performance is not better. But that's not really what it's for. It's for, like, image quality for the same performance. It's supposed to be an improvement. Scav? Yes, but all scavs, those. So we'll just... Oh my god. The low FPS there does not help, and the ADS speed on this thing is rough. The heck? Fantastic. I'm just going to hide in here for a second. We'll fix my life slightly. Okay, so did we get shot here? We did. We got shot in the thorax. Okay. As we use this guy's SR-25 killing scavs, probably easier. Although, like, is this thing... The monstrum... It's because it's a monstrum. Has he got any... Ah, he's got an SRO, actually. Let's do that. That's actually quite a bit better. Get rid of this. And then we can pocket this. There we go. That's better. Ah. Much better. Much better. So what... I don't really use LPVOs on streets. It just performs too badly. Right, there we go. So, which room is this one? CSPU. Do I need another painkiller? 14 seconds. I do. I'm not fan of the mouse slowdown of LPVOs. I don't mind. I hate it on the Monstrum, but yeah. One tapped. No, I'm not a fan either. Particularly. trying to shoot someone where your game's running at 40 FPS and your like ADS speed is slowed. Yeah, it's not. It's not ideal, really. Okay, so which one is this one? Where do we need to be? I'm just going to go in. I can't remember which room it is. We're just going to keep... Sounds like scavs. I don't want to run across. Right, which one is his room? Did I do it? No. Which apartment is his? Is it one of these ones? Maybe it's the jump down one. I forget. It's below? Okay. I don't really want to jump down, particularly. Oh, we'll just keep having a look. We'll have a look. I mean, they've probably looted this already. So. What's that there? HP. Okay. Like, they're probably ready to just jump on me as soon as I land, right? A third? Yeah. There's so many. Tricky. Tricky one. That guy got desynced hard. Very, very hard, actually. He probably didn't even see me. You killed the statue. There's a whole team of them. Crazy, right? We've got two, though. With the MP5 as well. Like, I had the issue just with health, bleeds, and reloads at the same time. Is the way 3-man let you dunk 2 of them? I know, crazy, right? With the MP5 as well. Was he above you there? He was. Yeah, I actually got surprised by the guy above me. But I knew that the guy was out in the corridor, so we just had to push him and just hope for the swing. M993 Enjoyer. The team of prestige people. Who was this guy? We got 3 kills with the MP5. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Pretty good result. Who is this guy? What even happened at the beginning of the raid? Where did I even spawn? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, he was the guy who ran along past. Hey, 1337 damage dealt to body. Yeah, SR25 guy at the start. Yeah. Look at this though. The damage absorbed by armor 500. I mean, at least we didn't shoot too much of it into them, but it's alright. How close you be to being done for test drive? I just need 1 more kill, I think. We got 19. I believe. I feel like I played as well as I could in that fight. I mean, I shouldn't have let the guy fight me from above. That was a bit annoying, but I think he just shot into armor. It's just really difficult in that last situation. I was just like, the guy closed the door on me. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll use as Augustin. But the animation took too long, so he could open the door and then swing me before I got my gun back out, which is annoying. You got it done, I think? Oh. Really? I think I got the sub-objective done of the CPSU. Oh, it's definitely a win raid. Definitely. I'm definitely pleased with that. Test drive is done? Did it say that? You got the quest done the last moment. Maybe I had 17 coming into the map then. I thought I had 16. Anyway. Well, that's cool, if that's the case. How much did I bounce off that guy's head? The guy in the corridor? It feels like a lot. I was genuinely surprised that there were 3. I didn't realize how many of them there were. I thought there were only 2. Didn't realize there were 3 people. Yeah, we did complete it. Look at that. Test drive part 2's done. All right. Nice. Okay, so now on to test drive part 3. Customs Lighthouse Reserve. Lighthouse obviously is a big fat no. I only heard 2. Yeah, me too. Me too. I thought I was fighting a duo. But never mind. No shortage of Patriots. No space for this item. How is it even possible I've got 6 thick cases? How is that even a thing? Maybe I will throw... You know, I should probably throw the med cases somewhere. In this one, maybe. Yeah, I'll put the med cases in here. I've got that locked, didn't I? Then we can move these. Then those can actually go here. Maybe we'll put the dots cases in there or something. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, holy cases. This is the case wipe. Because you can ref it up, and the thing is, I don't feel bad about it because this is literally the this is the permanent wipe. So everything we gain in this wipe, we're keeping forever, forever and ever. 8 out of 10 pest control, Titan curse, but there's a scav outside that refuses to come in. Yeah, that's always annoying. 5 for 5. Right, let's just get rid of some of this junk. So gone. Gone. Or these are PS12B. We'll unbox them. I wish middle clicking unboxed. Be good if it did. Oh, this guy. Good. Sell that for that. It's fine. With this guy, we just sell random parts. Just push him out and flee. Might as well. Prism. Or Monstrum, I should say. Not Prism. Monstrum. These things I make a bit of space in here. I might just sell these at this point. These are like older builds for when we're doing setup and stuff, but we're not. We don't need to retain these. Get rid of those. And then we can put these guys in here instead. Nice. Okay. That's an improvement. Never get over the fact that made consuming food and drink a double click instead of middle click, so you can double click to inspect on everything else in the game. I came back to EFT thinking that it wasn't working properly after playing Ark for a bit. Because in Ark, like double click moves something from one to the other, and I thought that it was like, it would like rebound my thing, but I was actually just not used to it. Pretty funny. Okay, so let's grab a bit of food. Right, so we're going to now do a combination, I think. We'll have a look at test drive, the next test drive, obviously, but I think I might take a... Well, I don't know, actually. Am I going to... Thing is, if I'm gonna do Psycho Sniper, I should probably just do it rather than messing around trying to do both. Because with the AK-12, you've actually got the ability to do both long range and short range. It's a bit unlike the MP5, whereas like you could take the MP5 and something else at the same time, and that would kind of be helpful. Whereas for the MP5, oh, sorry, for AK-12, you don't need to do that because... So yeah, with the AK-12, you don't need to do it. Like take a secondary. It's like not really necessary. Also, which when you click search, you would put focus on the text field. I agree with that one. 100% agree with that. Alright, what we got going on here? And then we'll get the AK-12 on. So the AK-12 one, you need to do... Suppressor and a Valde, right? Oh, I need to punish about 6 at some point. What's finished? Oh, this. Yeah, you can... I always forget that you can buy them all at once. Then you kind of get scammed by the dollar people, but doesn't matter too much for this one. Yeah, so... AK-12, suppressed, and Valde. Question is, what have we got other things that we need to do? Words, reserve. What's this one? Raises the command bunk. I don't care about that. That's shoreline. Underground warehouse. Can be done whenever. I've 7 out of 10 anyway. Shipment tracking. I want to do these ones. You actually do have to do these. Eliminate PMCs in dorms. You don't need to break the deal, I don't think. Rite of passage. Don't really care about that. PMCs are suffering from stun. That's a factory type 1. Okay, we'll try and do this then. Shipment tracking. I've actually tried to be in here quite a few times. What's it even called? Company key? I've like never made it here. I never make it to the stupid room. Okay, so this is the gun that they want us to use. Alright. I've got 20 Lego medals, but I know if I get thick cases, I'll be self-enabling hoarding. Just give in. Just give in to it. It's fine. Just hoard as much as you like. It's a wipe to just hoard. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Just hoard. Just do it. You have my permission. Is this the best one? This is new meta one, I guess. And then we'll go for the AK Evo. The AK Evo is so good. And we'll go for Snipey Grip. And then... How much are these knurled things? 14k? Okay, whatever. We'll just use the other one then. It's not going to matter enough. Presumably this is like Overswing City. Maybe I go for this. 45 rounder. Something like that. Oh, you can get these slightly cheaper because you can barter these for a vody. Not much, actually. Most of the juice has disappeared out of this barter, interestingly. I don't need more space than you. Which search is on a hotkey and type immediately? Yes. Do you have a settings video? I do. Actually, not for this wipe. Here we go. Right, this is the stuff we got delivered by the transit. So we got ourselves a... wherever it's gone. This one. Box of Leopold Magnum AP. Could come in handy for Psycho Sniper, so we'll see. Okay, so we can wear whatever else we like. So we can wear this, we can wear ULAC, we can wear the Death Shadow, we can wear something with a 3 on it. Yeah, Stitch Profi, that'll do. And then maybe we do... Not even sure whether I actually need to do this, you know. Do I even need to bother with this? Like, I've got lots of other like basic armors that I may as well just use, like runs and stuff. Like I don't really care about the AK-12 too much. I'd rather use the good plates if I'm doing Psycho Sniper, I think. Ow! Buy another one of these. I'm hoarding U-Shankers and Scav Vests and MP153s in insurance. Probably wasn't worth buying that, but never mind. What level are you now? 44. I escaped, by the way, Saviour. Nice. What was the hardest part, would you say, of doing the Saviour? What was the most annoying thing? Terminal? Really? More annoying than any of the other stuff? I went in without watching anything? Yeah, well then, yeah. Then I understand. That is hard. I was never going to do that because I didn't want to just get, like, owned by random crap that's, like, out of your control. I just don't trust BSG enough to, like, create the environment. Why are fleeces so cheap? It was horrible. I can only imagine. I'm going to go lightly kitted with the CSA. We just need a triple slot, that's all. But it was special as well. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it on at least some level. Oh, I thought it was in the modding screen then. God, I've got loads of 60 rounders. Holy! Didn't realize how many I had. Okay, so we're going to take BS, I guess. Actually, I don't have that much BS, but I've got more of some of the other stuff, like BP. Like BP's probably a little, I don't know. I'm sure which is better, actually. Like, BS is good if you go against, like, high plates, but... I just buy BT now? Yeah. Where is Prapor? Oh, I thought you said my stuff was... Oh, well, never mind. Whatever. Take one of those. You look like Linus? I get that a lot. Linus Tarkov tips is the general theme. He could be like my brother or something. Have you tried running the AK-12 on burst? Nah, not really. Like, you could, I guess. I've used the AK-12 a lot in Arena, though. I've never really seen the need to do that. Yeah, so we'll try and do company key if we can. What did I use here? I used ETG, didn't I? I used a few things. Didn't actually end up helping, but... It's alright. ETG and a Zagustin. Okay, so customs, what else do we need? We don't need Red Rebel for that one. We've got Flare, so that's fine. Got cash, that's okay. We've got key there. So we just need kills. Just need kills. So we either need to do dorms or do the company key thing. Young Linus. Yep. What up, Kevin? What's up, man? If you got overswing, you can get some more ergo at the cost of recoil switching the handguard. Is it less weight rather than more ergo? It didn't seem like there was another like positive ergo choice. Is there a vid on how to get better frames with an older CPU cannot upgrade you to RAM being unobtainium? Not, well, it depends. What CPU have you got? And what GPU have you got? What actually is your system? Let's start there. Yeah, the default handguard is just lighter, same ergo. Yeah, we could try it. We could try it. I didn't actually test whether it was overswingy or not. Probably should have. Hey, Mega, what's up, dude? Basically, what you need to do is reduce anything where the CPU is being pushed, right? Like, you'll just want to reduce CPU usage any way you can. So that tends to be, like, the one that's the latest for this wipe is to reduce your object LOD. Actually, I turned this up slightly because I was testing something. But just have LOD quality down to, like, 2 or 2.5. Things pop in more, annoyingly. But those are the ones that affect CPU quite a bit. And then, you know, I've got a lot of the other stuff either low or off. Well, I think you don't need everything on low or off. I've got... At the moment I'm running TAA, which I don't really like, but that's fine. Oh, you have SSR on. This is only for GPU, though, so it doesn't affect CPU. All of this crap off. Happy 3:15 gig. Any tips for shootable ones? Like 100 rays doing it, being anything I'm doomed. Which maps are you struggling with? Depends on which maps you are having problems with or not. New DLSS forced preset fixes scopes, if that's why you have DLSS off. I haven't checked it fully. I do have some videos. I haven't actually gone through them properly. I did a load of recordings, but they were in the snow. So DLSS preset M, that was this one. Thing is, it's recording and encoding, so that makes it difficult to check back and figure out. But like this, it was quite garbly here, like this kind of thing. In the same way that, oh, look, you see this, all this flickering. This was M, which I just didn't like at all. It might be partly because of the snow. Did I have a J in the snow? Yeah, I just thought that J was like, J is just like more stable. Like, can you see around this area? Like, it flickers a little. But comparing that to M seems like, it just seemed to not work at all, M. In that. Look at this. Look at the difference here. You can probably see it. Hopefully you can see it through Twitch and YouTube encoding, through the encoding of the video in the first place, etc, etc, etc. So I just didn't really like M that much. It was like really shimmery in certain places in the game. I don't know. But again, it might be to do with the snow. So if the snow's not there, it might be better. Like, the DLSS technologies don't really seem to like the snow very much. It makes the picture quite noisy, right? So they're like struggles to work out what to do. Have you tried these with MVGs? Which things? My comp is i9-700K, 32 gig of RAM, and a 4070. How much VRAM does the 4070 got? 12? Yeah, so the problem is there's not that much. There's just not that much you can do. There's a guy who does the best graphics videos in my opinion called Clem in Time, KLEMINTIME, Clem in Time, and his breakdowns are really good, and he talks about like GPU bound, CPU bound. Most people are CPU bound, so he talks about like the settings that help. That's why I turned down my LOD, because he tested this wipe that seemed to be an improvement. Also, he seemed to think that, based on his testing, that increased FOV reduced the CPU bottleneck a bit for some reason. It gave you higher frames with higher frame rate, which is like really counterintuitive. Sorry, with higher FOV, which is really counterintuitive. But that's what his testing came through with. I didn't change it though. Oh, wait, I'm here. Okay. I wonder if I go this way, if I can catch somebody over that side. No problem, Kato. Do I ever swim on this? I can't even tell. Seem to be a tiny bit. Doesn't really matter. Just noticed, where's the Weetabix? Oh, it's behind the plaque. It's like balancing up the plaque. I moved a bunch of random stuff over there, and it's behind the 100k subscriber plaque. Trouble in Paradise, right? Big fight in there. Okay, well let's figure out what we can do here. That's weird. What was he even looking at? Yo! Do I need anything else? I'm a nugget. The guy he was trying to nade, yes. Popular time at Big Red, indeed. Oops. Oh, we should probably fix at least one of our legs. ETG is so broken, I love it. ETG plus Propital is like insane. Brrr. Only got a couple of rounds left in that. All right. Didn't need that. My point fire bonus on. What do you know? God.
Gold, please.
What if I'm standing up here? Party! Thank you for the prime. Why am I bleeding again? Too much sprinting, I guess. Okay. Well... What's the alternative now? To flank all the way around? I guess we could put our arms back on.
Please.
Jabadoo! Thank you for the prime. I thought I'd be clever at trying to test drive 3 at the same time as Punisher 4 and Assessment 1. It was efficient, but it was not fun. Oh dear. I confirm this latency 8 for me. Lost the scaling a bit of a bust. Yeah. It's unfortunate, because if it worked really well, it'd be so good, wouldn't it? But there's no free lunch, unfortunately, on these things a lot of the time. How much HP did we lose? Not that much, actually. We're doing... It's not too bad. I'll heal up the low arm, and then we'll let the other one just heal itself. I'm about to run out of PKs. Awkward. Yes, be thankful I get 70-100 most of the time, except on the map should not be named. Exactly. That's the way you got to think about it. Alright, so we got 2 kills already. Not too bad. How's our armor? A little low, but... Alright. Now, I wonder if there's anybody there. We'll do a big loop and then just see if we can catch anybody off guard. Oh, let me up. Stupid game. Yeah, I wonder where that dude went. I'm assuming he just kind of left, I imagine he went this way, I would think. Here's some shots from over there. Could be him. They're going to keep going along. Not necessarily going to cross yet. Tiny little bit left to heal. Stay high up. Get to this wall here. I don't know where I might be. Give myself away a bit with the bushes, but... Coming in a bit of an odd angle. Let's try and get in over this side. I'm trying to just like not give too much of my body away while I'm meandering around, because I don't know where he could be. He could literally be anywhere. I don't really care about looting the guys, but... kind of want to see if I can catch this guy out. I actually kind of can't believe I was allowed to just like hide and use the ETG while that guy hobbled forwards. I'm not actually going to push into this area. Behind. Okay. Let's just carry on. You could be helping yourself to your kills, but I mean, the guys don't really have much, I don't think. Like, the one guy I killed had nothing. The other guy was just like trying to get Grenadier done, I believe. I don't think he really had anything in particular. I want to try and go and get, like, I'm not really interested in loot. It doesn't matter anymore. Not player loot, anyway. It's like, stuff that they have is just going to be super heavy. Nothing I'm really interested in. I can basically buy everything I want. And cash from other things is more important. I'm not even that fast. Alright. So, I want to do the company key one. That's what I need to do. Damn, there's ibuprofens feel like really short. Comes anyway. 21 minutes. We actually spent quite a long time like messing about. You can't just vault that. You have to be a bit further along, otherwise it's not high enough. Quite nice to have a PMC kill mission in general, right? It's like, well, I kind of want to run into PMCs ultimately. Run into the bosses a few times and kill them, but killer treats you like a wet moldy rag. That's Santa. He wasn't. He is wearing Santa's outfit. See out here. And down here. I found with Killer, you just have to be very deliberate about going for him. And I ran like the NL545 with like Igolnik. Or something stupid like that, you know? Imagine a tolerance skill? Yeah. They said they were going to do it. I'm kind of all up for it. I feel like at the moment, though, you basically have to do this. You have to use the... you have to use the stims this way, otherwise you know... You're going to lose the fight. It's the unfortunate truth. I wish you didn't have to. Honestly. Bandage? Put that in the doc's case. Do I need those files? I can't remember. Wait, can you get... You can't get up to the higher level from here, can you? Damn it. Got this one. Okay, don't see any PMCs. Right, so this is where we need to be. It's this room here. Might be old news. I have the drift quest Makoto circle. It's giving me good stuff, not just rigs. Maybe they did fix it, I don't know. I've definitely had rigs this wipe. I'm not sure. I'll take that for the time being. What is it that I need in here? That. What's your old video about getting MCC and GPSA? Even those couple of years old, still very good. They haven't changed the spawns, so should still be valid. I think there's a couple of spawns that are maybe new, or I didn't know at the time. I did spend quite a while trying to figure it out. That was my best labs wipe, that one. After that, it's all gone downhill. Double bake easy. Wow. They sell kind of well. Actually, surprisingly good Overwatch room. See the crack house door? You can see the pass-through. Interesting. And now we want to try and head to Flare. What am I stuck on? What room was that? That was this one. That is company key. This one. Company director's room key. yep. Ibuprofen. I need to make easy you find two next to each other. How many find a GPS say so thanks? I haven't even found one this way. I need to go and do it. Right, I'm just gonna put that on. Okay. I wonder whether I'm better off just going straight through Fortress. Nah, we'll go round. I think that was from up here somewhere. Is that better? I'm not sure if that's better. Need to spot where this dude is. Tricky. He's up, I think he's up there somewhere. Best route from here. Maybe I do go through Fortress then. But like... Where's that scav? See anything that I can maybe don't go through flare. If anyone could be up here. Whoa. Are they where I was before? I think so. I think we just go this way. And do this. Ugh. No, I don't think it's not sniper scav. It's somebody pew-pewing at me from up on high. We'll go and check old gas, see if it's open. Because if if it is, then it circumvents what I need to do anyway. I think there's two. I think there's like somebody in, or maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's somebody in the mesh building, the sniper scav building, and then I feel like there was somebody like far away in the in where I was before. They like moved. Yeah, it's not open. Not open for me. Yeah, Tracer from Fortress. I don't think it was Fortress. I think it was further than that. I think it was the end of the far building, the one that I was in before. That's my thoughts, anyway. Both for Mosin Man? Yeah, I think so. RPing is Sniper Scav. Here's someone. Sounds like a scout. But... yeah, it is. Just a bit weird to see them in there. Odd place for a scav to be. On top. Oh yeah, it might actually be sniper scav up there. Good point. Good point. Sometimes I found like a huge group of scavs in here. Like I've walked into the building and they're just like, "Yo, what's up?" They all start shooting. It's like, "Oh my god!" Oh, we are at the end of our energy. Let's do it. And down we go. Nice. Okay, we did that company key one. And you actually do need that for Kappa. So I definitely wanted to get that done at some point. So it makes sense to do it now. Stayed alive with our thing, got 2 kills. That's not too bad. I don't wonder where that other guy went. I thought we might have clipped him as I did the point fire left swing over by Big Red. I thought we might have got him there, but unfortunately not. What are your stats or strats for actually finding PMCs for kill quests? Usually I roam around the map, hit all the hotspots, barely see anyone, like, and this one's reached but nobody's around. When are you playing and what servers? Sometimes that matters. I mean, I just tend to like go near where people fight and then listen to the shots because then you know someone's there at least. I think I'll end up finishing every single trader quest even before even continuing the story. I mean, I'm kind of what I'm doing. I'm doing Kappa before I do anything else. What's left on the Kappa checklist? I'm honestly not sure. But the big tasks is test drive, which we're doing test drive 3 now. We've got to kill the goons. We've got to get Psycho Sniper done. That's the main one. Hey, what's quest on the menu? Yes, we're doing test drive 3. We just finished test drive 2 on interchange, and now we're doing with the MP5. Now we're doing test drive 3, which is the AK-12 on customs, reserve, or lighthouse. And I'm choosing customs to do that because I've got other things to do there. And yeah, we can go fight on customs. It's not too bad. I think it's alright. I have a link for a website I've heard about as a tree to which ending you can get. I've seen it. I actually can't remember which one it is though. I'm afraid. Right, people buy these for top dollar. Wait, is that true? Whoa, it is true. People do pay top dollar for these things. People spend any amount of money to get their crafting up to max. Master files, I'll take those because I feel like I still need them, but I'm not sure if I actually do. But I don't have any of them anymore. I'm actually going to remove them from the thingy. Can you sell these? Oh, you can. Oh, I actually didn't know you could sell these to the trader. So, sorry, to the flea. Does the Valde feel bad? It's not great. It's not a great scope. Took a bit of punishment there. I'm gonna buy that. Someone might. Someone always buys it. Someone always buys something. Okay, so got to repack our ammo. BT, BP, BS actually was alright. What about this one? BP, BT. Yeah, so we'll replace that. That. Half the BT, BP's in, put that back in there. There we go. And we do need to eat and drink. Oh yeah, I need some more bottles of water because I'm handing all these into therapist. We should put the nut can inside the junk box. Wasted nut can opportunity, true. You could technically, I think, use the Valde Canted. And then you avoid having to actually use it. That makes sense. I think it counts so long as it's just on your gun. Oh, there we go. Yeah, shipment tracking. Okay, that's done. What do we get next? Should I just do this one? Is there any health? I can't remember if there's a health level thing. Forget. What's this close to the people one? What do I have to do here? Oh, it's one with a bunch of spawns. Okay. Test drive 2, the worst in the line now? Yeah, probably. Probably. A weird coincidence that gave me the same thing. I wonder if it did it actually be 2. I'm not sure. Might have just been a graphical glitch. No, it only gave me 1. Interesting. Okay, alright. Oh. Keep that pinned down there. So I've got a little bit of space, don't really mind. Oops. And then where's the water? Take a bottle in. We'll take a pineapple juice in. Ropital, and then another Zagistin. I've actually ended up using quite a lot of stims recently. Crazy. Don't need the second SG6. Moonshine best for profit? I'm not sure. I'm just looking for it for streamer items. I've still got a couple of random ones. So I'm just running it because it'll just make it easier if I do need it. Alright, let's get a custom scan. Oh, I've got the poster in my thing. And these things, these bake easy ones. I'm pretty sure I don't need these. Yeah, I've got to find a raid one, so I don't need them. Let's drive. I mean, we may as well use the company key now that we've got it. It's quite a decent one. The nutsack is the new evasion armband. Yeah. I am led to believe. I used the same 2 guns you suggested worked easy. Got setup done about 6 raids. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's just not that bad. People like to think setups like truly horrendous, but it's not. It can be annoying, but it's not terrible. You have to just get into the, you know, the mindset of doing it, and then it's all right. Okay. Let's go. I can't even find players outside of dorms for setup. I mean, dorms not bad for setup. It's not ideal. If you have to be in dorms, then... I mean, the thing is, they've got to get into dorms at some point. They've got to get back out of dorms. So, you know, you can fight them around dorms. Like, catching people off spawn is always a good option. Like, on their way to dorms. I actually need to kill players in dorms. Got this one. I haven't done this yet. I think I've got 1 kill there just by accident. Somewhere in the boiler building. Oh, it's in the locker room. Okay. Anyone know what the hell Nikita tweeting about? Is this his ARG stuff that he's just continuing to spout out? Let's see. Oh, what's this? Tarkov Arena has seen a lot of change over the past year, and it's just beginning. Next year, even more content, new gameplay mechanics, unexpected surprises. When you will have final rebel piano text, you'll have the missing end to unlock the path. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a small group of people who are bothering to do this stuff with all of the ARG stuff, but other than that, no one's really paying any attention, I don't think. Is Interchange good now? Yeah, pretty much. You can play outside and there's actually loot. It means there's less people inside. It's not quite as like ratchet as it used to be. Maybe I've gotten a little bit better at the map as well, so there is that too, but it's alright. Apparently the loot rooms are good too. I've not been to Ultramed or anything, but apparently they're quite good. Supposedly. Went to the pharmacy and saw my first double Ledex. Which one's that one? The neck. What's it even called? Can't remember. Yeah. Necros Farm. Is that the one? I always forget the name of it. Register key is surprisingly good after the cash register buff. Interchange is a good map now for money and stuff. Yeah. Yes, and then people say Ultimate is back as well. Back. We're so back. Do you just need levels to Kappa? No, no, I need to do lots of other stuff. So we're doing Test Drive 3 right now. I need to do Psycho Sniper. I need to kill the goons. And then like I need to do just like a bunch of random quests, I think. I haven't tracked fully what I need to do. A bug lets you open Ultra Mode without power. That's funny. Who did you main on Dota? Depended what era I was in. My more recent era is Crystal Maiden maining. But I used to main like I am into a few phases. These days, like Chaos Knight is my usual go-to if I have to play like carry. But I went through a phase of playing Slark for a bit, Sven, Luna. Okay, let's not go too crazy here. Actually, I could get into this building if I want to get kills. This building's really good. Let me get to it this way. Or we could try the company key room to get the kills. We could try that. Should we try that? I have to be in there anyway. Customs always 35 minutes? It moves up and down, honestly. Depends on the wipe. And if they actually made it shorter to begin with, and then they made it longer again. I think it was 30 at the beginning of the wipe. Avoid the stupid XP grind. I'm not sure. I don't know if I will. You got to be 55, I think. $45 is enough for the last quest. It's not enough to get the prestige, though. You can do Kappa. Yeah, you could do. Sorry, yes, you could do Kappa with 45. You're right. But you can't do prestige. Oh. Prestige is 55. $45 is halfway-ish to 55. Only that were true. Only that were true. Okay, maybe this isn't the best thing. Only by that I mean like it's like an exponential thing, isn't it? So takes a lot of XP to get from 45 to 55. But you know that. Someone's in there. That was one hell of a shot, actually. This company room is pretty sick, no? I've never used this room before. Wait. Who just closed the door? His teammate. His boyfriend. You can actually shoot them from here, though. You don't need to be in this room, actually. Trying to see what angles you can get. Teammate wanted to loot in peace. Yep. Oh well. It was a cool kill though. I don't actually care about the loot. I never care about the loot honestly anymore. It's better that way.
Gold, please.
Who's plinking? I mean, I get absolutely atrocious FPS this direction, unfortunately. Because of this stupid building. But never mind. And goes like that, why I'm not a fan of new customs. I agree, I agree. Beaver, thank you for the prime, man. Thank you, thank you. I wonder where they are. Maybe they're even further along. This building in particular is like pretty powerful. Like, so you can't see everything at once. You can see most of the map from most angles. Like this one in particular, this is a super, super well-trafficked crossing point. Sounds like a scav to me. Sounds like a scav. What's the bet this guy's just like sat in there waiting? I'd love to know. Sometimes I'd just love to know if this guy's just still in there, just like, oh, holding the angle, just in case my teammate gets looted. Heaven forbid. Hello? No! Can't even see him. Don't bash out me armor, you silly moron. Where are you? Oh god, he's down there. Okay. It's so dark. Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot him like 3 times. Height over 4. Well, we should probably leave from here now. Probably don't want to be in here anymore. I wouldn't think. We'll go down and try and complete the quest. We've got going. I think it's just in this room somewhere. Do you need to fall from that room? Yeah. This is this. I already did that one on the last raid. There's like something in here, I believe. Cordura, that is not it. Trap 10, that is not it. In there, they say? Oh, turn the lights off. Whoops. Okay. Like in one of these, maybe? Or between the thingies? Pixel Peak Hunt Tarkov edition. The usual. Yeah, maybe. In there. No, down Am I going to have to look at the thing? We'll always find it. Where does it say it might be? Oh, yeah. So it says, yeah, wall-mounted cabinet. Okay, well, it wasn't in there. What am I even looking for? The shipment node. Second one on the floor under the fully open locker middle row. This one? Oh my god, is it down there? Is it here? Oh, it is there. Love it. Always love that. Right, we'll have one more peek. Yeah, lots of shots going on, so we'll have a little peek over. It's over this side, I think. Where was that from? Over here somewhere. I think this guy's like kind of too far away. I can't really see through Fortress. He's on the other side of Fortress, I think. The guy's sniping from over here. Make sure not about to fall off. Be unfortunate. There's a snipey guy. He must be like, either up here. I'm blocked by all these skeleton-y bits though, or he's up in this somewhere. In this terrible building. The ender of all FPS. Here maybe, or on there. Don't see anyone. Intriguing. That's just a scav. I care less about him. Yeah, whatever. I've almost got too much into the sniper mindset with these blasted quests. People do the swap back and forth thing still. I think it still does give you extra XP, right? I think so. Oh, no, okay. Well, if we know sniper boys are over there... I'm kind of inclined to go this way. If we hear any other shots, then... we will see. But... that thing's probably actually quite efficient for holding stuff. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Scavs acting a bit strange. A lot of scavs in this area. Do the people weapons swap because drop weapons is too loud? It's to get XP. You get XP from like holding any new items from that particular raid. Just grab this. Yeah, just for the looting XP. I think it still works. It seems to. Where is this freaking guy? Should we just rush him? I don't really know where he is, but... where is this dude? Is he up here? Is he inside? In the building, 3rd floor, shooting at the windows. Do you like the other side, do you think? So, like, not this side. Do you think they're the other side? Pew. Thank you for your service. Okay, he's a scav. This is not the man we thought we were fighting. Maybe even here. More scavs. So who's he shooting? Yeah, flare, must be. Just thinking, I wonder what the best approach is, whether we like... We could try and sit on the end. Or we rush them. I'm not sure we'll get there in time if we rush them. Maybe we will. They actually don't seem to be going anywhere in a hurry. Killed 2 teammates yesterday scavving. They were in the weapon box in the stronghold. Just rolled the log I found in them. I love it. They're not fighting this guy then. You just leave it out. Ow! Stop. Huh? A bit confused. Is somebody here? Cheeky. I guess whoever this was went out of the... Oh gosh. What's that scav armor? I'm only picking up because it's got way more space in it than it takes slots. Oh god. Getting shot up by sniper scav. Somebody else running into old gas now. Don't know if it's a scav or a player. Only assume it's a scav, but... Where the hell? There's an AI scav. It's just like a player scav. I can't tell. We're not going to do this. We're not going to play your game. It's a player. I wonder. You can't get an angle from in here, are you? I'm just intrigued. How go using the 45s? Just better, ergo. By quite a considerable margin. No, I can't see him from there. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Yeah, mag repacking is obviously easier as well, but it's primarily around the ergo, because I have to use the AK-12 suppressor, which is, you know, I probably would use it anyway. Was the guy right there? I think he was right there. He's quite, oh yeah, you would use the whopper, yeah, it's true. Am I just gonna run out and jump? I think I might, you know. This guy wants to snipe me so bad. Could try to shoot me over that, but... Right, now we're going to nade over. Yeah! And then we're going to push. No, nope, 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 nope. Mine now, boy. Wait, was that just a scav? No. No. It's just a scav. No. This man fought for his life. He seriously fought for his life. Damn. I can't believe it's a scav. Oh. Dude, I can't believe it. The guy looks like a PMC. Ah. I'm heartbroken. I'm genuinely heartbroken. He tried so hard as well. He tried so hard. Dude, I'm heartbroken. Man is like, he's about to start a fire. For sure. Dude. No wonder he didn't take the flare. He should say he's scav. That's on me. I have VoIP off. I'm fighting for the bread. For sure. Looted the whole map. He looted every fire starter he could. Fewer than half. Damn. Okay. Gotta reload. That's why it bounced off your helmet. He had crap ammo. Yeah, he bounced like, I don't even know, like a laser match or something, a match FMJ off my forehead. Don't you dare ever to mention bad AI again. Well, I thought he was a PMC. He was a player scav. He was a player scav. Just for the avoidance of doubt here. He was a real player. He was just a scav player. Huh. Okay. Damn. I feel bad for him, actually. He wasn't just a player scav, he was a gamer scav. Honestly, that man fought. He fought so hard. He kind of deserved it, honestly. Kind of deserves it. Deserved the win. But there you go. Shouldn't be playing scav then, I suppose. Yeah. I wonder what we got doinked with. That's the nice thing about the Propatrol. The Propatrol heals it up without you having to worry about it. So we had, like, it bounced off our head. By the time that we got into the engagement, it was back to green. Because it was only one body part and just a bit of blunt damage. So quite nice. Quite nice. 6,000. You know, so we got this guy in Crack House. That was a good shot in Crack House. Thought it was AI? Yeah, no, not in this case. Not in this case. Sometimes it's hard to tell, especially the ones that are more aggro and rush you. Sometimes that is hard to tell, because sometimes that's how players do play. Yeah, juicy scav though. Yeah, like if he fought that hard, you can see why, because he had so much gear, or at least like a decent amount of money's worth on him. Crack shot to Crack House. That'll be making it into YouTube Shorts. You better believe it. You better believe it. Okay, so we did do the customs quest as well, the docks one. So how many kills have we had now? 4, maybe? The test drive 3? Three. 3 kills. Alright, hand this in. Is that it? Okay. No one attacked the movers, the path was clear. The workers who spent hours near the boxes reported itching and fever and asked to go home. The foreman's notes say that 2 delivery crews abandoned the boxes during transportation and flatly refused to continue their work. Turns out that the transportation of these boxes requires special protective equipment, which no one considered to provide to ordinary workers. Unclear how dangerous the boxes are at the moment. Wouldn't recommend approaching them without the appropriate equipment. There you go. There you go. Customs always delivers. Just think back to the setup kill. And then we did this random daily as well. Cool. I still need this. I still need the LBT from the goons for this special equipment. This is the special offer. This is the big pockets quest. Okay, so I often take these posters because some of them are worth it. I can't remember. Oh, why is that 999? It's probably because there's just not that many left on the market. Yeah, a lot of people have just like stopped picking up the posters, I think. But they're worth to Ragman at least. You can always sell them to him. 31k. Problem is, if I put these up, I don't know if they will actually even go. Go chase down the goons. Yeah, I have to if I'm going to do... I've got to do it at some point. You running cultist circles? I am right now, yeah. I'm running Moonshine. And in the scav case, and then I'm running G28s in the cultist circle. But I keep getting 14 hours. I had like a spate of 6 hours. Got some good luck, and then it's gone back to 14. So it takes me like, you know, a day to get 2 runs done. Yeah, so we're currently on a 14 at the moment, I think. Yeah. What we got on this one? I wonder whether I should run some intels or some of the like higher value ones. I don't know. Oh yeah, and we found this from that guy, didn't we? So we completed the weekly straight away. Hooray! Excellent. Okay, how much do we need for till 45? 300k. Pretty straightforward. Got lucky to follow my fan raid stuff in cultist circles. I haven't had it all yet. Love this is damaged and fan in raid. Somebody put it on and then it bounced. Okay. They're quite cool, these. The JPC. They don't have any armor on them though. Actually, what do they sell to Ragman for? Make sure we're not missing something. Oh, they do actually sell for 45k. How'd you get high level as a new player? You've just got to do a lot of quests. Arena helps as well if you have Arena. And do your dailies. But yeah, it's mainly questing. It's hard to get it otherwise. Like, there are ways of doing it. Like, I was experimenting with some methods for utilizing the transits. But transits is quite hard to do, and it takes a very long time as well. Yeah, it's just like every little helps. Like, Arena helps, doing the dailies helps in the base game. You know, doing the quests in general, that helps. I wonder if this... I feel like this is quite... These are kind of expensive, actually. This one. Someone will buy it. They always do. Time spent in raid gives a good chunk of XP. Does it actually? Let's grab one of these. Bit of that. I need another pro. So we can probably start running some more Proptol crafts here, actually. We've got some more 1 out of whatever meds. But yeah, it's basically just doing quests. Doing quests is the easiest way to get up the levels. It's hard otherwise. It takes a long time. You don't get that much for each individual raid. Unless you're doing like transit cheese stuff. I've got a lot of these Aquamaris. I'm wondering whether I should do something with them.
Please.
Aquamaris and sugars, but sugars
How
are now
are
really
the raids
expensive.
going, boss? Hope you're well.
Sprats, squashes. 22k. This one's probably better now. Sprats are 20k. So that takes you to 22 times 20, it's like 400. And you get the gun. Yeah, this wouldn't be too bad. Yo, get owned. Yeah, the raid's going well. We did test drive part 2. We want to test drive part 3, and we've got 3 out of 20. I need to go and do dorm skills, so I might do that next. It's really hard. They should make it easier. They did increase it a lot, this wipe, so it is quite a lot more difficult to get up high level than it was last wipe. It's a lot more difficult. Pain, negative 36. Appreciate it, mate. Completing gunsmith tasks gives a surprising amount of XP. Yeah, I need to continue, actually. Yeah, gunsmith tasks are good ones to do. But they're quite level locked. I find that this wipe, for the first time, we're kind of like level locked on gunsmith. At least I was. That's how it worked for me. I was like stuck, not able to actually make the guide. And then like now that I'm at the right level, I've forgotten that like I had to do it, you know? I need to get back to it. Okay, so a bit of BP. And then I had, what was I using? BS? A little bit of BS. A little bit of BS. Oh yeah, I have 15 on the other one, but anyway. Oh, what have I done? BT, BP, BS. Okay, and then Yeah, I was taking a bit of this, bit of that. There we go. No, that's better. That's more like it. Right, what's in this gun? BP. That'll do. Okay. Took a tiny bit of damage, but hardly matters. Now, the question is, where do we want to go and do dorms? Kinda do. Was there any other quests that I had pinned? Let me just check. I needed to do on customs. Just this. PMC operatives in dorms location. So we'll just try and get over there. See what happens. We either need kills or we either need kills or like in dorms or somewhere else, so it doesn't really matter where we do it. But yes, thank you, Payne. Thank you for the 36 months, mate. 3 years. It's crazy. Don't understand the logic of having gunsmith level locked. I thought the point was it for trader locked. Yeah, I don't really know. Don't really know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Probably sell a few things while we're here. These are hard to tell what the value of them is going to be, so I'll do that another time. Relays is fine. Because you see the minimum value, so it could be an AFAC with like 1 use. So you don't actually get to see like what the real value is of a full AFAC. Like a slight flaw with that little system. Yeah, about extending the grind. I think the idea behind it, in general, for the XP thing at least, is because this is a permanent account. It's the permanent account. This is never wiping anymore. When are they doing? Oh, so they're doing a Q&A with EFT Arena devs soon. I don't think they're gonna. They don't usually tell us anything really interesting though. Like supposedly we've got something. Suppose we've got something interesting coming for Arena though. Some like new game mode, which I'm kind of intrigued with. It'd be quite nice if they used it as like a platform for something fun.
Gold, please.
Yeah, he go. Thank you for the prime. Thanks everybody for the support. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so at some point we got to muster up the courage to go and do Psycho Sniper again. I'm kind of tempted to do it on this map. I feel like the spawns on this map are kind of like fairer than on some other maps. So it's a bit like you can sort of control customs a little bit better in some ways. Although I don't know. Random stuff does happen. I find it's just a bit difficult to actually find people. It's a lot harder than it used to be to actually find people on customs. You kind of have to like hear the shots and then go towards them. It's like I feel like doing Psycho Sniper here is going to be a lot of raids where they're just like nothing is really going on. But I'm not that good at long range shooting really, so I feel like the sight lines on customs might be a little easier. I think. We'll see. Try it with the XMC again. Try and stay out of trouble, stay at long range, get some good spots, and then just chill. Try and get the 5 kills. Maybe we'll do that next time. I think today I needed to warm back up today, so we're gonna we're using like weapons and guns that I'm like familiar with and like MP5 SD. You know, and a lot of people don't like it, but I don't mind the MP5 SD, so it's fine. It's an SMG, so it's kind of whatever. AK-12, like this gun. You know, it's not. I like the playstyle with it, so I don't mind. So yeah, now we've got a ride back in again, like tomorrow night, because I should be doing an evening stream tomorrow night, I think, and I'll have to check my calendar. So I should be doing that tomorrow night, and then. Yeah. Hopefully we can like get Psycho Sniper done, because that's the one that is problematic. I know the sight for the MP5 SD is not very good, but in ADS is really fast, so you can basically just see people in point fire and then just right click and you've got the gun in front of your face. You know, you don't want to be like scouting around with the gun out, but it's not that kind of weapon anyway. You know, you're like sprinting around with the MP5, point fire somebody, and then next second you like bring the scope up. You already know where they are, so You can play around it. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. It's not a scope I'd use. It's not a site I'd use if I had the choice, but... Well, if I killed with point fire, I don't know, not surprised. So make sure you got a flashlight, laser, infrared detector thingy, flame, whatever on it, and then you just go pew 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 from the point fire. It'll be easy. Right. Okay. So we're gonna try to do dorms if we can. Oh, I'm so far away. Wow. You know what? I'd love to just transit straight away and get the XP bonus for the next raid. But it takes so bloody long to queue that it's just not worth it. And you lose the ability to interact with your stash when you do the transit queue. Because, you know, you can actually interact with your stuff when you're matching in the first place. When you're transiting, you can't do that anymore. So the whole transit thing is incredibly sad. Like, even 2 times XP is not enough to actually warrant doing it. Got connections up north done yesterday? My man. Legend. That's not ideal. Okay, so that door's shut, so nobody's opened that to go into the med bit. We'll come out. However you want to think about it. It could be over here. Nobody usually spawns right there. So unless they're slow playing it, they've probably gone to dorms themselves. Or well, not necessarily dorms, but like over the bridges. So we'll go ahead and tuck ourselves behind here. Now they could be on the other side of this. I want to get a bit more stamina back, so I don't want to run now. Need a bit more stamina in case I get shot. Now the question is, do I want to go over... I think because I'm second, I want to go over... I go over main bridge quite a lot anyway. I think because I'm second, I definitely want to go over main bridge. I don't want to... I don't want to risk going over junk bridge and have somebody be up here, because that would be unfortunate and disappointing. To say the least. There's someone. It's a scav. PvP as well before the PvE haters comment. It's not real. It's not a real achievement. It's the let people enjoy things meme. Oh, that's a bit too soon. That is unfortunate. I am a little in trouble. I have 90 health. It's not ideal. Okay, well that's a kill. Kill's a kill, as they say. Probably time to staple the stomach back on, because otherwise that's going to cause us problems. How did he not kill you? Big armor, bad bullets. Left to get tea, come back to Gigabee to half his body. Yeah. Trash ammo. We'll see what he had. Probably something bad. He's probably level 20. What do we think, guys? What do we think level he is, and what do we think he's using? I'm actually not sure what ammo it was, but I can't remember what the gun was like because I was like, see, but you were probably listening more carefully or had like a bit more spare brain CPU cycles to tell you like what the deal was. Level 8. I think he's gonna be like level 25. Personally, the bush made it hard to see. It did. I literally couldn't see him at first at all. What gun was it? I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. We'll find out. I don't know what it was, but you guys might have been able to hear it because I was like, yeah, as I said, I was too busy like freaking out trying not to die. This is also the reason why you're pre-pained at all times, by the way. Yes, another example. Yeah, was it like an M4, like a G36 or something like that? 855. I think it probably will be 855 or like SOST or something like that. Oh, he's blueberry. Yeah, it was an M4. And the ammo is... I can't even tell because he used it all. He's level 37. Okay, he's at a much higher level than I thought he would be. The ammo is 855, of course. Of course, of course. Why has he got a spear? Oh, he got it off that other guy, actually. Funnily enough. Any value taking the whole gun? Meh. Actually, I probably should... Probably should put that in there at least. Yeah, he killed this dude. I don't think I even heard anything. Oh, of course, because he's unheard, the unheard edition. So this guy got. Maybe we take this instead. And put that in. Shove that in here. Can I take this like that? Can. Actually, yeah. Okay. Take Mr. Tryhawk with us. Cool. There you go. Any prize for guessing the gun and the ammo? Satisfaction of being right. Which is all the prize that anyone on the internet ever needs. That's good enough for me. Turbo locks. Yeah, whoever said it's a reset kind of is right, but I'm also quite far away. Like, where have I got? I mean, I actually didn't... Oh, no, I did take the bar. Oh, it's gone all funny again. No, what have we got? I mean, you know, my HP's not too bad. 39. I mean, what has the armor? Not great, actually. So, yeah, maybe we do, maybe we do want to reset. Armor is probably the bad part. What we'll do then... Maybe we'll just try to make it the flare. The beauty of the British competition shows people complete for glory and not life-changing money. That's the bake off. Yeah. That's it. We don't really enjoy watching people earn life-changing money. We get bitter and resentful. We have an odd relationship with money, I would say. Our British philosophy. Wow. Damn. Okay. Unfortunate. That's a really odd spot for someone to be. They must have just been on the move and heard me running. Good shot. Capture on the move like that. 2 GPUs in 1 PC. SLI still viable in the Norvinsk region. Yeah, cram them in the Bitcoin farm if you're right. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, that's the end of that. I wonder who killed me. Lanky. Who's this guy? Ooh, Prestige 4, nice. Fair enough. Fair enough. M61 to the left eye socket. Cool. Okay, well. We'll quickly do one more scav factory run through / run around shenanigans, jokes, whatever. But yep, otherwise what's going on here? My what's that on Twitch? Oh, that's because I'm looking at Arena. Ay. I was like, there's a maximum of like 100 people watching this. I don't understand. But it was just Arena. It's okay. It's okay. Do. Right. Well, where are we gonna go afterwards? We'll choose this while we do scav. Pew. Did the dude finish both PvE and PvP? So currently PvE and PvP, the endings, I don't think there's an achievement for finishing in PvE, I don't think, and they're linked to PvP. You get PvE, it's some bug, right? You get the PvE one, I think, when you finish the PvP one. I saw this elsewhere. People saying that, like, everybody who had the PvP one done also has the PvE one done. That was the theory. I think it's true. But... And... Anna. Where are we going to go after this? Have a look around. See who's online. Lots of streamers. Like, not that many people that I recognise, honestly. Like, it's funny, really. I would have thought I would recognise more people. Oh, this is a great one. A skull, 15 rounds, and a dream. PSO as well. So oh. I was like, is he up there? No, is the answer. Okay. Yeah, I guess someone was finishing easy and normal if you know you're trying to finish easy. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't think it should be like that, really, but... Just is. It just is. Okay, whatever. We will go and raid Mr. Gino, who looks like he's playing Lighthouse. God help him. Tiger to hero. I mean, it's pretty sick, honestly. That's pretty good trip. I like it. I played to that man. Okay. All right, let's go raid Gino. Go say hi to him. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. As always, as usual, we'll be carrying on with Test Drive Part 3, hopefully tomorrow night. And then, yeah, we will see what's going on. I've got a video coming out tomorrow about the AK-308, which should be fun. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got a few ideas. I want to do a video about Shooterborn, but I don't want it just to be like, oh, go to this bit on this map. I want it to be a bit more interesting about, like, the journey. But that takes time and effort. So we will see. But anyway, look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow if you're around tomorrow evening. So usually the US guys finds it a bit easier to come on. It's like 8 my time-ish, so 3 p.m. Eastern. So midday Pacific, I think. Something like that. Anyway, catch you soon, and ciao for now. Bye, friends.